Hi everyone, this is the grand finals of the UBC x SFU x UVic Winter LAN, and this is Bobnem versus UBC Black. And our casters are Gamble and Will.
All right, I guess that's the intro. That's beautiful. Thank you, Lexi, for helping us out there. I was a little bit lost if we'd actually kicked in. That's my fault. But hey, it is me. It's Gamble, and we got Will beside me. Will, say hi to the people. Let them know your voice.
Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day, and I hope you guys are ready for a great best of three, because I definitely am myself.
We're all hoping for the best right now between these two teams as we kick on into it. Bobnem UBC, we've seen some good performances between these two teams. If you were paying attention last weekend to the stream over on, I believe the channel that we're on right now, UBC Esports, you would have seen Bobnem against 3AM, who will be having their third place match this Sunday, and you would have seen UBC, oddly enough, on the SFU stream, which, Will, you were able to get a good glimpse of that. I believe I remember seeing a Breeze game. Can you fill the people in on how you're feeling about UBC?
Yeah, UBC, they've been looking super solid on, I would say, Puzzy, their strong side is the defensive end. Their attacking sides have been looking a little shaky lately, but they've had about a week now to kind of smooth out their issues, go over maybe some new strategies, and hopefully we're going to see that straight away.
A lot of information trying to be taken in the early goings of it. A lot of noise being made. Yams could get aggressive here, but he's just going to stay inside of the smoke. We're about to get some action, and he ends up getting one with a right click and gets out with his life. Yams with an early power play.
Yeah, backing straight away back onto the A-bomb site. Getting back to safety. He is around 50 HP, so does have to be careful here. It's going to be around 2 hits to the Ghost. But Pearson here, he's locking in the smoke. He's heard the info. He's pointing out to his team, and they know it's going to be the A hit now.
Oh, Hammer's going to be able to drop one. Pearson does get Cullah on the left side. That's going to allow him for one more, and it's all just down to Shaka from here. Full armor. Decent little bit of util to work with, but no shock darts is going to make this at least a little slow. Trying to find Pearson. Does have the bomb. Pearson very low. A right click could get him. Oh, he's not going to see him. He's looking the wrong way. It's free. Pearson gets the first round for UBC, and it's a nice way to start things off.
Yeah, Pearson with the triple as well, with the Ghost, so seems like he's been warming up, he's ready. And in the games that they have been playing last week, when we were on LAN, he was their top frag most of the games as their primary duelist main, so expect him to be getting aggressive over these next few rounds. And as soon as he gets that op in his hand, he is going to be looking lethal.
We're starting off with Baby's first op right now. Does have the Marshall in hand. Shaka about to put himself in a dangerous spot. Same with Pretty. Things aren't going to look good in a moment.
Yams, he wanted to have a little peek down cat here, but is going to opt against it. And Pearson and Noob with a quick double. Pearson over towards mid. Noob just going to be spamming through the mid wall. Yams, though.
That's huge.
Yeah, Shaka. He's going to pick up the Pearson with the Ghost, landing the headshot on the Shaka, and it's all left on Yuki with the Deagle in main.
Oh,
and
man.
Oh, Noob, he's going to seal the deal with a quick double with the Ares in the second round, and it's going to be 2-0 UBC straight away.
And you know what? That's not too big of a deal, quite honestly. UBC, over the times that I've cast them, Ascent is their map. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to downplay UBC and be like, oh yeah, they're only winning because it's their map. But hey, this is their spot. You said defense was their side. I'm concerned most about this round right here, right now. Because this round, as we all know, that third round is where you start getting the bye from the team that lost the first round. This is where things get very intense. You're either looking at a 2-1 with a potential 2-2, 3-1, or just an easy 4-0. This round swings so much.
Straight away, Yams and Pearson, they're looking to get a little bit of aggressive, a little bit aggro down A main here. The Omen one way has been set up. Yams seems like he wants to go for a little bit of a pop flash here. Gonna spot one out. He's gonna get the trade onto Coco, but Shaka trading right back with the wallbang headshot.
Keeping this as a slight lead for the attackers is gonna give them a chance here. Does end up getting tagged. Yuki, not their favorite spot to be right there, but a little bit more damage trying to be put down by Hammer. Cullah is low.
Spike planted.
And this is gonna scout out everyone. Oh man.
All three players being detected by that knife.
Last player standing.
The wallbangs are just coming through everywhere, and it's all left on Noob. for the defensive side of UBC. Shock darts are going to force him back with just the Ares in hand. Spins around,
what a
lands a quick one tap with the Ares onto Pretty. So Yuki is low though, so this is doable. Iron Noob 7 HP. So low player versus a low player, but Zelda on the other side takes out Shocker, and Yuki, the player on 7 HP, it does land the headshot. And the attacking side,
This is how I like
they get their first round on the board, but it was a close one. A dicey round at best.
Yeah, that one was by no means a given for the attack, and that was part of the concern that I was having. It doesn't matter if you win on the attacking side. You need to win with 3 members left alive. They'll only keep 1. They'll be able to reinvest, thankfully, pretty heavily, but you can see that it's costing them. Shaka, if we could just switch over to him for just a quick moment, I don't think has full util. And then you're also looking at just a Spectre on Cullah. Like, you're in a bad spot across the board. The half armor on Coco and Pretty, like, this isn't really an even match right now. This is an inherent lead to UBC out the gate. Still, it's being taken slow this round. They know that they have a slight disadvantage. Only a slight one, but it's one worth mentioning. When you get up to a level like this, Pearson does get the scout and sees Pretty while jumping off of that little... It's kind of like a little fountain in the back there. But still, we continue this default. Thankfully for UBC, they are playing so far back. Again, 1 member still sitting in spawn, 2 members on either site. Almost literally on site for both. It's really, really defensive. There's no reason for UBC to push here. They know that they're going to end up in a position where things start to favor them just because of time, just because you know an execute has to be coming. And unfortunately, there's 3 members over on the A site for UBC. They're going to be able to stall this out a little bit of the molly, but it's not going to be good for too much longer. The press from Yuki trying to come in, but they're going to get taken out by IDK immediately. Pretty gets 1 as well, but iNoob takes down Cullah and Shaka, taken out by IDK. It's a 2 versus 4. Now just a 1 versus 4. It hardly matters. Number 7, Pretty, trying to get something done. Will get 1, won't be able to get the other as the shotgun comes through from Pearson. And it's a 3-1 lead for UBC, who's not going to be able to reinvest properly into this next round, but because of that reinvest last round from... oh my goodness, Will, bail me out here. I'm Bobnem? Bobnem?
Yeah, Bobnem, yep.
Thank you. Because of their reinvestment, they're also insanely broke. So this should be a fairly easy round for UBC, but, you know, never doubt the decon.
Yeah, and taking a look at the buy from Bobnem, we're just going to be seeing a couple of upgraded pistols, a couple sheriffs and a ghost, and then classics on the remaining 2 players. But Yuki,
Already tagged for 1.
Yeah, but he's getting aggressive here down mid.
Yeah.
The alarm bot, though.
Gotta move
Looks like
quick.
He's going to smoke it off. He's still going to detect a teammate, but it's not going to go off fully. But IDK, he's going to know. He's lurking towards bottom mid, and he's holding this cross in the market. Peeks out. Just missed the shot, though.
Gets wallbanged by the turret for 1 damage. Devastating. This is huge, though, from Yuki. You were pointing out this positioning earlier, and now it is going to come to fruition. Like, just, there's so much control right now that can come off of this, and Hammer's going to get blindsided. It's free. Yuki gets 1, and that's going to open up the floodgates.
Yeah, that's the opening that Bobnem needed in this round. Pretty. He's going to be lurking over towards B main here. The KJ ult has been placed down. And they're just going to be looking to get into sight, but the lockdown has been destroyed, so this does mean that the side of Bobnem, they may want to reconsider their options here.
Oh, Coco's in such a good spot.
Spike down.
Okay, Yams wins 1 duel, loses the other. It's now a 3 versus 4. Things are going to get ugly. Pretty is able to take down IDK. A lot is going to fall onto iNoob here in a moment, as they're going to be facing down all 4, and they've got some guns. Gets 1. Good for 2. Almost good for 3. It's going to be a 1 versus 2 to be able to finish this one off. Will, where are we going?
Yeah, Pearson in the 1v2. Shocker is low. He is going to be coming out of market here. He'll be taking his time. Still has an updraft.
Oh, he's got a
And
chance
one
here.
of his smokes. Looks for the timing. Sprays through the smoke. It's not going to connect. This is a dangerous position he's in here. Getting tagged up by that L drone.
Oh, there's no way
He's
he
vulnerable
gets
for the
this.
wallbang. And no,
Ooh.
Coco lands the headshot onto Pearson, and it's going to be the thrifty from the side of Bobnem. So a huge round to pick up.
Yeah,
And
no,
underneath-
that's huge. That, I think there's no better way to put it. It completely shuts out UBC's economy. This should go to a 3-3. We've seen Thrifties win, and hell, on defense, it's even easier than the attacking side. But you gotta not get steamrolled. This should be a hard execute. Yeah, it's gonna be a hard execute on a B. Oh boy. Not sure if they hold this.
Yeah, and Yuki as well. He was baiting a little bit of that up by there. Opts for the rifle instead. And straight away pops his knives, and it's gonna be a quick B execute here. Only the one defender of IID on site, as Yuki dashes straight onto site and lands the one tap with the knives, so putting it straight into the 5-on-4.
Oh, what a spray.
Yuki on the double as well. First with the knives, now with the Vandal. And it's left on the 3 remaining players of UBC Black. Take this retake.
Not looking easy, not looking doable, but Hammer gonna take out Yuki, put that demon down just for a moment. They end up losing Pearson though, and that's just something you can't really afford. You need to be able to grab that gun, and the smoke being a little bit late is gonna end up being costly. Down will go another. Gonna get scouted out. Yams, I guess, is just gonna be forced to look for exits at this point. Shaka gonna try and challenge him, and nope, it's just gonna be pretty to hit him in the head. Not a whole lot going in that one, but let's just go back for a moment. I hate that we don't have replays, but hey, we're not a big budget company. We can only do what we can, and honestly, I love that we can do any of it.
Exactly.
But my goodness, the dash in from Yuki after Cullah lands the knife on the KJ. You know that's the go button. You know any delay that UBC could have had has been completely removed with a single piece of utility. You've just cost them 600 creds for free with that E. And it's what led to that round being so easy for Bobnem.
Yuki up, out already. He's going to be peeking towards Cat from tiles here. He's going to get spotted out, so his location has been revealed from that Sova dart. And off to back away. The Yams sitting in the corner. Spots out Coco, lands the headshot. He's going to throw out the knife, and it's not going to land Pearson with the quick double. Takes down Shocker. He's going to hit Pretty as well, and should know he's there. Pearson, 2 in the round, and Yuki up in hand, but the angle he's wanting to hold, it's been smoked off, and Yams, he can just sit in that corner nice and comfortably. He doesn't have to do anything right now.
And he absolutely shouldn't do anything. Right now, this entire round is going to grind to a halt. It's just going to be looking for the one op shot to be able to open things up. And now in a 2 versus 4, that gives Cullah some room to move. And he's going to be able to find that room to move, and he takes down Hammer. And this round just became something. This round just gained a little bit of intrigue. You see the barrel. Never mind. Round's over.
Pearson, he's been hitting his shots today. 3 in the round, and he's going to be looking for this 4th onto Cullah here, but Cullah, he's just going to hold the angle.
Left.
Potentially trying to protect the op.
Absolutely.
Because they know if that gun gets in the hands of Pearson, it's going to be night for the side of Bobnem.
Oh yeah, the defense will just become absolute hell. The credit swing that would happen in that moment is pretty absurd. Pearson might get a shot here, will get it, and will race back towards that op, but without the dash, they have no hope of getting there in time. Keeps the op out of the hands of Bobnem, but it doesn't slide one into the hands of Pearson, which is definitely disappointing, but a timeout comes through, and I'm hoping it's a tack pause. I'm hoping they're looking to drum up a little bit of a strategy, but they don't. I don't think they really need it quite yet. I don't think you need to save the morale. Will, how are you feeling about this moment?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of an interesting one. I believe it has been called from the side of Bobnem, and that is from this attacking end. And I don't know. I think this is a bit of a strange call. Things have been going their way. It is only 4-3, and with UBC's stronger side being this defensive end, I think they've been doing quite a good job so far.
Yeah, I've got 0 complaints. All rounds have been a kill out, but the rounds where they have won, I believe 2 of them, not 3, have been plants. So, they've been achieving their executes in something. It's not like this has just been a TDM where they're milling about and eventually figuring, oh, well, hey, you know what, if I put a bullet in his head, he doesn't move too much. there's not really
Yeah.
good ults for you to work with that require some level of extra coordination. Granted, I mean, at this point, none of your ults should require extra coordination, but
Yep.
you know, it's not like there's something fancy you're trying to do. You're into 5 ults on the opposing side. You're 2 off your KJ ult. Like, this is, well, I guess it's not standard because of how many ults are on the defensive side.
Yeah, and also looking at that ult count for the side of UBC, 5 ults on the board. So,
Yep.
and with this being that full rifle round that we've been waiting to see,
This is full as it gets.
yeah, I'm sure we are going to see a few of those get popped. Potentially the Killjoy ult, because the Killjoy is on the A bomb site over towards Heaven, and seems like the attacking side they looking towards Cat. Yuki, he's gonna get active, swings.
Oh, no.
Hammer lands the shot onto Yuki and gonna go down. So instantly putting UBC into that man advantage. Paranoia comes out. Smoke is gonna come out. This is just gonna make things go from bad to worse for the side of Bobnem. Their angles have been blocked off and potentially looking to rethink how they want to go about in this round, but no. Color, he's going to stay active. He's going to straight away pop his ult. Shutdown comes through and Pretty lands a kill on Noob over on the B bomb site, so this is going to throw a little bit of a spanner in the works here.
Yes.
Spike
Pretty
planted.
being where oh no. Oh, they're gonna walk right into him. It doesn't matter. Never mind. I was gonna completely agree with you, but now we don't even get to talk about it because Pretty died so quickly.
Yeah, and it seems like almost like Yams was flanking the flanker.
The flank. Yeah.
Yeah. And that
Happens.
is just, it's just a bit of an unfortunate situation for Pretty there, but Yams
Here.
landed the headshot onto Color, and it seems like,
One enemy
oh,
remaining.
Pearson's gonna spot out Coco sitting and Helmet Shocker with the quick double with the Vandal. They two plays, they do line up, looks for the third, but no, Hammer. He's gonna clean it up, and 2 players still stand for the side of UBC, and it's gonna be their 5th here.
Hammer also walks out of this perfectly healthy with a couple kills, so that allows him to pass a gun over to a teammate. Noob is thankfully, you know, the bag's being looked out for by Hammer and Pearson right now, keeping their lives and keeping things intact. On the other side, though, you don't have the Jet ult, so you're not going to be able to supplement a gun there. It's going to be a little bit of a weird buy once again. And they are forcing up here. This is it makes sense, but it's a scary spot to force, because again, you end up 6-3, and then very swiftly 7-3, and the map can seem pretty out of control at that point.
Yeah, lose this round, and this first half,
too.
yeah, isn't going to be looking too pretty for you, and 2 players are going to be on the light shield. For the side of Bobnem, 4 players over towards A main, so potentially looking to set up a bit of a set play here. They do have the KJ ultimate available.
They're still really worried about Wine.
Yeah, they're going to get that cleared. And
Jump spots coming out from both sides. Neither trying to give away too much information. Another smoke goes down, so we won't see another one of Omen's smokes for like another, well, 5 seconds after this one fades. He did have a good delay on it, so yeah, the lockdown here of A is... Oh, wow, you held it really long. Never mind.
it seems like they're still just sussing out what they want to do here. There's only 2 defenders over towards this A side of the map, so yeah, and here we go. The lockdown comes through. No smokes to be popped either, so this should just be a straight 5-man rush into site. Yuki smoke stashes onto site. Shocker takes down Yams, and Yuki looking to land the kill onto Hammer, and the right click seals the deal. So the lockdown it has been destroyed, sorry, by the Hunter's Fury, but 5-on-3, make it a 4-on-3 now. Pearson landing the headshot on the Shocker, so could be anyone's round here.
Scanning ahead.
Checking underneath. Not going to be able to get either. They're both ready for it. Oh, Pearson, not good for anything. Coco will drop him, but IDK does manage to handle Pretty. Noob looking for anything. Does find one through the smoke, looking for Hell. Trying to press out Yuki. IDK should be able to help him out, but he's not able to do it. It's down to just the classic. Looking for the right clicks. Does get the one. Has time to reload, but needs to challenge Cullah. He's not going to be able to do this just by sticking.
Yeah, with such little time left on the clock, he does just have to try and go for the stick, and Color, he's just going to swing and land the headshot. And the force seemed to pay off. It was the right call in the end, putting their 4th on the board.
And it's a really important force to win there. It should allow them to only have to face one more true gun round from UBC. So, like, barring the next round being a flawless, like, they're in a very good position to at least leave the attacking side 6-6, which, again, as you said, and I completely agree with, UBC is a strong defensive team, so if you come out 6-6 on Ascent, you've done enough. Ooh, and we're looking like at least 5-5 right now.
Yeah, Pearson getting taken down straight away, and Coco lands the headshot on the hammer. The Yams, he's going to be sitting here by a door. The door is going to get shot on him. He's not going to find anything. I knew going for a little bit of wallbang and connects a couple bullets onto Yuki. And oh, they know that Pretty's on the flank, but no, a little bit of a whiff, and Pretty's going to capitalize on the mistake. Kola, even though he's low, lands the headshot onto IDK, and it is a flawless to tie this game level.
And that flawless is massive. It means that Bobnem is going to have the cash to be able to reinvest next round, even if they get full wiped. Means that UBC is really on a knife's edge right now. They lose this round, and they are down 7-5, losing the defensive side of their own map. I mean, it's not going to be the end of the world by any stretch of the imagination. 7-5 is completely doable for the attack of UBC. It just doesn't feel good, and it can start to weigh on you. And the moment that you start thinking about anything besides the game itself and what you need to do next, it's a moment that you lose so much more than just a little bit of map control.
Pearson here, he's finally decided to pull out the op and wanting to get aggressive over towards Cat. He's just sitting in the smoke, but
oh, Yams
pushed out now.
Yams is dead.
Oh, and what has just happened? Coco jumping straight into Wine, taking down Yams with the Guardian headshot, and Yuki, he's going to take down the op of Pearson as well. So this full buy from the side of UBC, it's just been torn down.
Might become a full save real quick. Oh boy, it's about to. You're letting this one go.
Yeah, Hammer getting taken down by Coco. And the A bomb site is open for business. All 5 players just going to steam on, and I believe Noob and IDK, they, in this 2-on-5, I mean, both players, they are healthy. They could go for this if they wanted to, but it doesn't seem like the smart decision. Maybe just look for a couple of exit frags here and save these guns into the next round. Try and salvage that 6-6 half.
Because you're just in such a bad spot. Like, no one's able to properly reinvest. You thankfully are on a 3 loss, so Hammer's gonna be able to buy. Pearson doesn't have ult, so that's dead in the water. Yams is gonna be able to get like a Spectre in some.
Yeah, it's gonna be a messy buy for sure. And Noob maybe get taken down here. No. Oh, the timing was unreal there. Pretty almost spotting him out, and they know IDK. He's over towards the lane here. Potentially managing to take down Pretty, so that's one. That's good for the economy. Takes down 2. Takes down a 3rd, but wow, 3 kills, 3 headshots out of nothing there. But Yuki manages to take him out, but 3 kills, good for the economy, but losing that gun it's going to be a real bummer.
Yeah,
Does manage to get the reinvest though.
Means they're forced over to the light armor, which, like, there's worse things to have had happen, but there are so many better things to have had happen. This is looking really good for Bobnem. They should be able to close this round out with the lead. It's all just a matter of what can you do on this execute. And it looks like they're gonna get pretty aggro with it.
Yeah, Yuki, he's gonna be pushing straight up with the op. Players are gonna get spotted out by the knife.
Or Noob, he's just running into every piece of util. No damage, but still.
Yuki opting to stick with the op and the shorty. Hunter's Fury comes out as well, and he wants to get aggressive. He's going to push straight into CT here by the looks of it. Shocker connecting 1, but Yuki takes down Pearson. Yams and Hammer, though, with a quick double. Hammer make it 2 for him in the round. This 4 spy is
looking good.
Yes, not looking terrible, is it, Coco? Not getting scammed, but the information has been given. Has to teleport out of that Pretty, though. On the flank through mid, takes down Hammer, so bringing it from that 4-on-2 into the 3-on-2. The lockdown has come through, and it's important to note that from the side of UBC, I do believe that they have spike control, and yeah, it is down towards the lane, so not an easy one to get back.
No, not at all. But they know where Pretty is, and they know that, or they don't know that Coco's at low health, but now that low health target is eliminated. 2-on-2.
Oh, and Pretty.
It's big. Oh, he just whiffs! He just misses. IDK had the advantage. They were still coming out of their turret
Switching
placement.
sides.
They were still trying to draw their gun.
And that
Oh,
is,
that's massive, pretty.
yeah, that is an extremely huge round. What a play from Pretty there, 4 in the round, and I believe getting the 1v3 as well, so a massive clutch and
Placing here.
giving them that round advantage going into the second half. And most sides are defensive sided, so this is looking good for the side of Bobnem.
Sorry, run that by me. Most sides are defensive sided.
Oh, sorry, most teams are
Oh,
their strong
sure.
side are their defensive side.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Apologies
Yeah,
for the wording, maybe wasn't the best there, but
I was just trying to. Yeah, no, I can completely agree with that. Defending is typically the easier thing to get done. You know, just a little more casual. You know, you can sit back, you can play your util, you can try and slow things down. That's your entire job. Having to attack, you know, you have to anticipate their defense and work around that while still having your own set plays, I guess. Oh, Pretty's in a bad spot.
and yeah, Pearson, he opened this round up with the headshot and getting a second onto Pretty. Looks for the third onto Coco, but no, Coco is going to land the wallbang. And it's back into the 4-on-3. UBC with the man advantage. 4 players still alive. Oh, but Kola is going to land the wallbang headshot. Yuki taking down Yams, and IDK managed to get one back, so bringing it back into the 2-on-2. Hammer with the paranoia. Just misses somehow.
Ooh.
Kola's going to capitalize on that. And it's all left on IDK, and no, Coco with the headshot, and Bobnem. They win the retake, and they win the round. It's going to be 8-5. So starting this second half, just as they left it in the first, with a round win.
That is something else. That is not. I was anticipating that to go down after having such healthy control over that B site. They just kind of lose the retake outright, and it's an immediate call for attack timeout by the attackers.
Yeah, and after losing 5 rounds, see, this is the time where traditionally teams will take that timeout, maybe try and break the momentum of their enemies and maybe discuss what they can do in this other half. So with their attacking side being their weaker side, Ascent, I believe, is their map pick as well. So they should have a few strats up their sleeve, but going into the second round, I believe they are just going to be saving here. Maybe a couple of upgraded pistols, but it's just going to be the light buy for the most part.
Yeah, it's not a lot you can do, but at the very least you can do something. And you can try and push yourself in a direction.
And we did see a few thrifties come through in the first half. So what's not to say that the side of UBC can do it?
For sure. It's definitely, it's not out of the question, but this is not the defensive hold to be able to handle what UBC is gonna do. So this is nice for them. They've got a chance.
Yeah, and actually 0 defenders on the B bomb site itself. It's just gonna be the Sova of Shocker holding from CT, Marshall in hand, and Pretty. He's gonna take down IDK. Shocker with the Marshall takes down Pearson. Pretty make it a double. Spots out Hammer as well over towards Arch. Hammer though takes down Coco with the classic. Looking for more Shocker. A little bit of a 360 here. Trying to get stylish with it. Just misses the shot, but it's not gonna miss this time. Getting a little bit dicey there over in main, but Shocker doesn't miss a second time. They convert that second round by one that they really should win. 9 times out of 10, and they make no mistake out of it this time.
I wonder how you're feeling as Yams after getting 360'd on.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to flame the guy, but like just genuinely, like, what does that do to you? How are you feeling?
definitely not the greatest feeling in the world, I can tell you that much. And instantly Yuki, 3rd round up by, and you know he's feeling confident. 3 rounds in, but Pearson,
It's just a sprint.
ice in his veins, just running straight into the site, not a fear in the world. Color with the Spectre, looking to go throw that pop flash from heaven, but
Oh, the
KO
molly's a little bad.
oh, and Color just taking down to low health, and I don't know if they know that this op has been bought. I don't think a shot has been fired yet in the round. Pearson, he'd look to get aggressive here. Pop flash comes out. They're not going to make a move on it yet. The dash is going to run out.
They know it's here
There we
now.
go.
Okay, one
Pearson.
goes down. Pearson good for 2. Not going to be good for the 3rd. I just have to assume Thankfully gets taken down, and Shaka is opening things up for the team.
Yams takes down Pretty, and it's in the 2-on-4 for the side playing the bonus, but Coco,
Player standing.
couple good shots onto Yams, but Noob lands a headshot, and Shaka with the up.
Pretty good.
You know what, a smart save, but a well-orchestrated round from the side of UBC, and they're just going to be looking at hunting here. They want to take this op out of Shaka's hands, but it doesn't seem like they're going to fully commit to it. And that is a huge save from Shaka there. You know, even though they did lose the round, keeping that op in the hands of Yuki is absolutely massive.
Oh, without a doubt. You know, it gives them an actual way to combat what UBC is going or going to bring against them. You know, this is a pretty okay 4th round of the half kind of buy. Like, they're still in a strong position here to be able to combat this. It really just comes down to how good this execute is. It's not going to scout out anything. They're still going to be in a tough spot. Pearson throws his body away. IDK is going to be able to grab one, and it's a 1-for-1, but it's definitely a better opening here for the defense, or for the offense, pardon, because it gets rid of that that killjoy.
And the switch is going to be flicked here, so market door going to be shut. That it does cut off a line that the defenders can retake from, so they do know that they're all going to be coming from CT here. And here we go, the retake. Paranoia comes through. It's not going to scan anyone but Color. Quickly taking on IDK. Yams though, still sitting in A, and Hammer lands one. Oh, but Color takes him down. Noob with 1, but no, Coco and Shaka, make no mistake, picking that up, straight back up. And somehow the retake comes through. That was just a flurry of kills on site.
It is over.
Hard to see them all, and it's a 10th, double digits on the board for Bobnem.
Also just a really good push in terms of just the patience, the understanding of what could be going on. When you look at Cullen catching Yams trying to flank out of B main is absolutely massive. If Yams gets that shot, it stalls the attacks coming in through ramp. You know, everything starts to fall apart. You've got a guy in Speedway who's looking to be able to get you on basically an off angle in this, or not really an off angle, but an opposite angle of your opponent that's in Boathouse. Things fall apart. Things look bad quickly if he gets that. But Hello, a little bit of a sixth sense, gets himself out of it and gets his team that round. They'll look for another that should be just as hard to fight for, quite honestly, as the guns are in hand and ready.
Yeah, it's a pretty even buy from both sides here. A couple of light shields for the side of Bobnem. But Pretty spots out Pearson. Looking for that crouch peek headshot. Neither player can find it quite yet, and seems like Pearson, he's just going to de-aggress the situation. Going to back off here, but does have to be careful. But Pretty.
Here.
He's not looking to de-aggress. He's looking to get aggressive here. Yams sitting at the entrance to B main.
Pretty so
I
far
know.
out of his util too.
Do they expect this? Surely not. But no, Pretty just sitting outside of the range. And Yams with one, and Yams with both. Extremely lucky. And Pearson taking down Yuki on the A site, and this is going to call the rotate from those two players over at B main onto the A site. Door is going to get closed. The smokes are going to go down, and Pearson with a beautiful angle. Oh, towards window, but Coco not done yet. Lands the kill onto IDK. Bahama quickly gets the trade out. And UBC, they strike one back.
They strike one back. The econ on the side of Bobnem is in tatters. And smartest of all, they leave that op in the last round. There's nothing good. There's nothing great that's going to come of taking it around. Yeah, sure, you might get a kill here and there. And you might be able to, you know, start around 4 versus 5 kind of thing. But you lose a round, you put that back into the hands of Bobnem, and things become just a walking nightmare for no reason.
Yeah, keeping that up. It's almost like the cons outweigh the pros here, which is a rare occasion when winning the round, opting not to take the op, but smart decision from the side of UBC here. Coco. He's just going to be holding the angle. Over on Cat. Not going to be able to spot anyone out quite yet. That Molly. It's going to force Pretty out. And surely going to get taken down here. Yeah, not going to peek. And Yams.
Weird.
Yeah, with that Sixth Sense, Newt just had a feeling that player was going to be in Wine and Hammer. Taking down Color. So a minute left on the clock. Already a 5-on-3.
Ooh. Good shot there from Pearson. Takes down Coco. Continues to open this map up. And now in a 5-on-2. That should pretty well shut down the round.
Yeah, and they know where Yuki is now. It's just Shocker.
They don't know where Shocker
Oh,
is.
the street with Shorty and
Standing.
Pearson.
Spike
Quick
planted.
flick around, takes him down. And it's all on Yuki. Just a Shorty in hand. And Yams gonna clean it up. And it is a flawless for the attacking side of UBC. So clawing another one back here. Bringing it within 2.
Tough for Shaka there too, and Tree should have been able to walk away with one, but like just being at a fancy buffet, there's too many good things to eat, too many good people to shoot at, and ends up only getting 1 pump. Unlucky there, but team's still up 10-8. A lot of ults are available here for this defensive side, so retakes should be the name of the game.
Now.
If you want to give up the site, if you want to give up that map control, it's absolutely the right call, but see how much time they even have to be able to give this one up. Uh-oh, Pretty freebie takes down Pearson for nothing.
And opts to just fall back here.
Yeah, why
Angle
not?
is going to get smoked off. Yeah, he's got one. He says thank you very much. Backs off. Yuki pops the knife.
Whoa.
Tries to go for a little bit of an updraft play here. And Noob takes him down low. So almost losing his life here. Hammer tries to jump up on the box and gets taken down by Color. So
Spike planted.
you know what? Spike has been planted. And in the 3-on-5, 2 players from the side of Bobnem. They are low.
There is
Colored.
going to be that ult.
IDK though landing the headshot onto Coco. Pushing into heaven. Has to be careful here. Only 30 health and he's gonna get detained. Oh, and Yuki missing a few knives here. You know, should have been a freebie, but Yams. He gets close upon it, and the 2 plays line up, landing the quick double headshot. Pops the ult straight away. Noob with the Hunter's Fury, and it's all left on Yuki.
Gets Yuki for free. Yuki ends up
And-
dropping in.
What a clutch from Yams and Yuki. Yams with the double. Noob with the double, and that seemed like a round they shouldn't have won there. In the 2-on-4. What just happened?
Okay, so you know how in rugby, you lateral the ball backwards, right? And some
Yep.
people will say you're lateraling, other people will say you're throwing. So yeah, that was that. That was super unfortunate, lining up exactly with where Yams was gonna peek from tree with, completely unknown, ends up just, quite frankly, throwing the round. That should not have happened. Oh
Yeah,
my goodness.
extremely unfortunate. The paranoia connecting onto Yuki as well, so almost losing his life. And there we
no,
go,
he got
his
stuck
life
on the
is
sentry.
gone. But Shocker pops the Hunter's Fury almost immediately. Opts against it. Pearson pushing straight through. This man, he doesn't know what fear is, but Shocker takes him down with a crisp headshot. 45 points of health to his name.
Player
Coco
standing.
lands another, but Noob, a shock dart and a rifle kill to match. And it's all on Pretty.
Spike planted.
They'll get the reload off. They hear the turret, which will be a little bit of a problem for them, but nothing too much longer. And now in this 3-on-3, it might just be a pin and look for kills. And oh boy, oh, he gets out. My goodness, Pretty is clutch.
Yeah, 20 health though. It's not looking too pretty for him right now in this retake. So it's to pick up the different Vandal.
Swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
That might fire. So I knew out, and it does. And it's just Yams on site.
Just play the time,
You
yeah.
know, is low.
I died right now.
Gambles a tap, but Pretty.
Oh, he gets it. He gets it by like 1/10 of a second.
Is he gonna get it?
Oh wait, no, he missed.
Clutch.
Oh, he did get it by his head.
I had to
Pretty
a second.
with the 1v3 on 27 health. That was absolutely phenomenal. What did we just watch?
Okay, so what I watched was laggy. My bar was only it glitched back to like halfway full. So we watched for the most part Pretty being exactly what I saw them as against 3 a.m. back on Sunday of last week. It is unreal how many times this player has come out and just one unwinnable spots. What you would consider to just be just completely out of reach. The man has Michael Jordan in Space Jam arms.
Yeah, you know how after that previous round, you mentioned the side of Bobnem, a little bit of a throw in that 4-on-2. Well, we've just seen UBC in the exact same scenario, losing that 1-on-3, and that was a round they should not have lost. That would have brought them back 10-10. But no, they're down by 2 now, and it's playing slow. No need to get too aggressive here. Still a minute left on the clock.
It's crazy there that if you consider Yams just keeps hiding,
I got the spike.
it's a win. Like it's a
You
tenth
should
of a
run.
second.
A split second, and attacking Killjoy ultimate is going to be placed over towards B main, so forcing the defenders off of the B bomb site, but it does seem like a fake, and I feel like the side of Bobnem, they've sniffed this one out. Still 3 players over on this A side of the map. Yuki trying to hold the angle though. Not gonna find anyone yet, and the spike is gonna go down.
30 seconds left.
Oh, Hammer's stuck.
Planted.
I'm not sure why he didn't shrouded step out of there, but it's unfortunate.
Enemy tag.
Oh, Pearson tagged. Can't go hide under hell now. He's gonna get sprayed out.
Noob though does manage to take down one. Shocker quickly trades out onto Yams, and
Oh.
Pearson and Noob, they end up going down, and the successful retake from the side of Bobnem.
And the next retake is going to be brutally easy too. They're passing a little ult charge over to Shaka, but they still have Pretty's ult, and that's the one that's going to matter. That's the one that's going to make it
Match point.
unbelievably easy. Thankfully, UBC still has some cash to splash, so they'll be able to make it competitive, but it doesn't look good. It's plain and
No.
simple. It just does not look like
Placing
it's
swarm grenade.
likely to get done by UBC here. They're
Yeah.
going to need to put together a good round, not only here, but against, Sova ultimate down the line. Likely a KO ultimate down the line. Though the KO ultimate can be avoided, he's going to get a kill, you know?
Yep. Straight away, the knife going in over towards Kata is going to scan out Yuki. But Pearson,
God.
as I said, no fear. Runs straight down in color with a little bit of a whiff there. That could have been the opening that Bobnem needed.
And that would have been the closing that UBC is fearing.
But a little bit of a whiff saved them then. IDK, he's just going to be holding the angle here. Just going to be ADSing. Not wanting to give it up. Smokes, they are going to come through though from Cat. No players are on the site though, so Pearson does decide to dash on.
Oh, no!
This is huge. This is huge for the side of UBC. Maybe a slight blunder as well from the side of Bobnem. The Killjoy ult getting popped, in my opinion, way too early.
One? Is he good for 2? Yams? What's he got? He's got 2! He's got 2! UBC's got an opening. They are going to hear the stomping up in heaven. They're going to be able to try and deny it. There goes the door. And that shock dart's going to slow things down, but I knew with a big spray takes down Cullah. And it's a 2 versus 4, and the KJ ult that was supposed to be there for the retake is no longer here.
Ready, he's going to be spotted out by the turret. They know he's in heaven. The spray is looking for a wallbang, not going to connect onto anything. Yams, he's just going to be spamming an IDK, going to land the headshot onto the enemy Killjoy. Shocker, what can he do here? Nothing but run, I guess.
Oh, well, there goes the armor. Yams is going to die.
Shot down.
Not even just because of the kill, but yeah.
Yeah,
But-
Shocker, he's going to get taken out as well, so... Not the prettiest of rounds from the side of UBC Black, but it's a round win nonetheless.
Keeps them in contention here. They will soon have Yams' ult, but quite frankly, the fact that they don't have it right now means that it could end up being not soon enough. And now with only 10 seconds left, they're kind of unsure of what they were going to do, it feels. But it'll be that A and B split that they've been going for. And actually a little bit of mid-control for the first time in a while.
Yeah, Pearson popping the knives straight away. Not going to spot color out just yet. Opts to plot the Vandal again, so...
I said we haven't seen mid control in a while, and that's because I was expecting them to send like 2 or 3 people to like control mid. But Pearson's just getting to walk through for free again.
And yeah, for the side of
Why?
Bobnem, they've got no clue that he's here. He's just
No.
holding this angle over towards Switch, and Yuki, little does he know, he's sitting roughly 5 meters away from Pearson, and whoever makes the first step...
has made the wrong step.
Oh,
And that's the first step.
yeah, Yuki's giving himself away. Pearson decides not to swing. If he did swing, he would just be swinging right into the crosshair of Yuki. But this is huge information for Pearson here. He is going to hear the footsteps as well.
Grenade out.
Oh, Pearson here's the runaway. That's going to signal him to move.
Yams
Oh my goodness, Yams.
takes down Shocker. But Coco, quick wallbang, IDK, quickly trading out, but Yuki with a double there.
Down B.
Oh no, he flashes himself. Color.
Last player standing.
And Pearson and Ayanuba there to clear it up, and they're within 1 now of bringing this one back, and that was the round win they needed. The side of Bobnem,
They're broke.
their money's not looking good at all. They're just going to try and scavenge any guns that they can. 1 Vandal on Coco, a Judge on Yuki, a couple of Spectres in the mix, and Shocker just going to have a Deagle. It's
Remember
not
how-
looking good.
Remember when I said Culler's gonna get a kill? He hasn't. Hasn't found one. If he'd gotten 1 kill, he'd be a kill in an ult orb away, and then it's like, okay, we can play a little aggressive, maybe we do something funny with a Judge, and we get something. We maybe get some momentum. But now you can't do that with Cullen. You're not really looking to do it on anyone else. Yuki has the Bucky to try and figure things out along with their own ultimately. It's such a scattered position that they're gonna try and meld things together. Pearson. There goes that. Oh, they get 1. Culligan for 1. Culligan for 2. This is enormous. Culligan for 3, effectively. IDK gets taken out by some Molly. Ainu sticking it is gonna die. Coco for 2.
Defenders.
What a collapse there at the end.
That was not what we were expecting from UBC in this final round of regulation. We thought they had it in the bag. We thought they'd be able to bring it into overtime, but a little bit of a blunder going into sight, and Color steps up when he needs 2 and effectively a 3rd, as you said, and pretty much wins the round and wins the first map in this best of 3 for Bobnem.
Yeah, and he wins it too from a position where he just shouldn't have been allowed to. Gets away with, if I'm remembering correctly, my memory isn't the best. Crouch ADS Spectre headshots from 3 feet away.
I think your memory is correct, because that is, I believe, what I saw on my screen as well. So
So,
just fearless, absolutely fearless from the KO. Just not what you'd expect
no.
if you were
And
in the side of UBC.
It all kind of falls, though it's not his fault, because you have to make this play, but it comes down to Pearson dashing in and going behind Jen instead of on top of Jen. You put him on top of Jen, there's a good chance that Cullen misses the shots because the Spectre just isn't a gun for it, right? You have him land behind Jen, you've got to deal still with Shaka, you've got to deal with Cullen being able to aim at something that's actually close to him, because it's not just the probably 10, 15 meters away when you're on that generator. It's also another 4 or 5 meters up, which is what can really kill that gun. If he lands on top of Jen, I don't think he clears out Pearson. I think it falls to Shaka. Shaka has to actually make a play, and then that would force Cullen into a bad spot, looking the wrong way, trying to spray down Pearson. It's a fortunate position that Bobnem find themselves in, but it's also a position that they took time throughout the entire game to force UBC into making certain choices. And thankfully, they were set up to be able to handle the choices that should have came from UBC.
Yeah, and as you were saying, it was almost as if it was perfect luck as well from Bobnem, as I believe 4 out of the 5 players for the defensive side were stacked over towards the A side of the map. I believe there was only 2 or 3 players on the site, but having the ability to have that quick rotate onto the site, I think that was the winning factor. being able to
Absolutely.
having that manpower, quick at hand, and yeah, and then Color just doing whatever he did in that last round. And yeah, eh, in that first map, nothing short of amazing. We couldn't have asked for much more. 13-11. We went the distance in regulation, and I'm just as excited to get into Breeze. I believe Breeze is our second map, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I believe it's Ascent Breeze Haven. That's
Ascent,
my
Breeze,
my memory
Haven.
on it.
Yeah. So that should be an extremely interesting one. I did over on the SFU stream last weekend when these teams were playing on LAN. I did get the chance to spectate UBC Black play Breeze a couple times, and same story kind of goes, looking super solid on that defensive end, a little bit shaky on attack, but honestly, in my opinion, I'd say Breeze is their best map. So it should be exciting to see.
Should be exciting to see and should be the closer if you think it's their best map. And they just kind of took UBC to school here on Ascent. You know, they showed amazing offensive and defensive prowess. Not looking good. I'm favoring Bobnem right now. Are
Yep,
we?
I'm 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 in favor with you right now. It's almost like all guns are blazing for them, and it's going to take a lot from the side of UBC to stop them. So we will just see how it goes in the second map of Breeze.
Mm. While we do have everyone here, although I don't have the sheet in front of me anymore, so I'm going to be a little bit shaky with it. Hey, this tournament is still brought to you by a couple sponsors. Three of those immediately being UBC, SFU, and University of Victoria Esports Association, as well as TELUS, which we'll talk to you about TELUS's gaming event that they have going on in just a moment. We'll come back after the break with that one. And thank you to Kinton Ramen and Red Bull in general. Just Red Bull. That thing kept me alive on Sunday. I had no sleep, and I think I drank three of them. Not a good
Oh yeah.
choice, but it was the choice that kept me going. So thank you to all those. We'll talk about them a little bit more when we come back from the break. But until then, don't close the tab. Just mute us for a little bit, and we'll see you in a few.
Yeah, we'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. This is the second game of the best of 3, Bobnem versus UBC Black.
Thank you again, Lexi, for bringing us in. We'll talk about the teams in just a moment, but before we get into that, thank you to TELUS. TELUS has brought back their Esports Series 2, this time with a fan favorite of Apex Legends. Hard to read that one right now. Are Battle Royale games more your style? Well, hey, we've got you covered. Compete in the last squad standing in Apex Legends, where you'll strategically battle your way to victory in either the beginner, intermediate, or advanced brackets that they have available, or a paid open skills division. Register as an individual or team starting January 5th, so it's well open if you want to be able to get in there. And then also thank you to Kinton Ramen. They wish everyone a happy new year, and make sure to check them out over on the UBC campus. It's still a little bit cold out if you want a nice hot bowl of ramen. Then Kinton Ramen is the place to go. And again, shout out to Red Bull just for being them, you know? Let's take a look at the teams though. Will, I've got you here with me. It's me, Gamble, it's Will. How are you feeling about the lineups?
Oh, I'm feeling quite comfortable here, you know. Looking at both these teams running pretty similar team comps. Yeah, they are exactly the same. You know, I personally, I am a fan. Sorry, my favorite pick in both these lineups is the Cypher. I love to see the Cypher being played at a high level. Honestly, it is just the best. Seeing how they can get creative, and straight away we're going to be seeing IDK over towards this A bomb site. And again, UBC, after losing the first map in heartbreaking style, 11-13, and a bit of a blunder in that final round, we're going to be seeing what they can bring to us here on Breeze and kicking things off. Dart up through mid. It's not going to scan anyone quite yet, and seems like we have a little bit of a default. KO over towards B. IDK looks like he's going to be making his way up through holes here, and 3 players towards mid, so both teams looking to make that first contact of the map. Niam's over towards B. He's locked himself up through main here, and there's no defenders from the side of Bobnem on this B bomb site. 4 over to the side, over towards halls.
Yeah, it's funny. They just sprinted on right now. They're just good.
Yeah, unfortunately, I knew if he just popped that Al drone, flew it right onto site, and seems like we're going to be getting ready for the hit any second now. But as the knife gets thrown by Yams, Yuki takes him down with a crisp headshot with the ghost, and the rest of the UBC, they're just going to be running straight onto the site. 2 players still towards main, though.
Spike planted.
I knew with the very safe plant too. Still open enough. Ooh, big shot, takes down pretty.
One with the classic, but Yuki quick on the trade by IDK. A little bit quicker, and Hammer takes down his counter Viper. Cooler though, with a quick double. Oh, make it 3 in a row from Cooler there. After some heroics to win them the last map, he's kicked off this second map in exactly the same style. A huge 3K to win them that pistol in the man disadvantage as well. I believe it was a 2-on-3 there in the end.
Yes, it was. It's funny. I was going to say the exact same thing. I don't have anything to add. I was gonna bring up last game, and I was gonna bring up the 3. Yeah, man came in. I'm just kind of lost on what to say. I'm laughing at myself right now. Well, I mean, hey, long guns being bought on the side of the defense here. Bulldog being picked up. I don't like the Spectre buy. I really don't. Whoa. Okay, Yuki. But I mean, hey, if you're playing Viper and you're gonna be playing more of a tight defense, then it's totally fine to run with.
Oh, pretty quick double with the Bulldog from Nest towards top mid, and just the Cypher and the Sova left for the side of UBC Black. And Yuki not opting for, you know, a gun upgrade in the second round. He's gonna kept playing with the Ghost.
Ooh.
Oh, but IDK, quick headshot. I was about to say, Yuki, he's definitely saving for the op here, and I was gonna say that. Pushes out, takes out II Noob. That's gonna be huge for the money, but IDK quickly with the trade, but Color, Phantom in hand, lands the headshot, and they convert. They're forced by nice and comfortably. It's 2-0 side of Bobnem, so starting this one off strong.
Starting off strong. They didn't get this, did they get this lead on defense on their turn? No, they didn't. UBC took. Oh no, UBC was on defense first.
UBC won the
What did they
first
do on their
round.
second? What was the Bobnem defense on Ascent? What was the first round? It was 1-for-1, wasn't it?
Yeah, 1-for-1. 1-for-1.
Yeah.
I
Well,
believe Bobnem winning the
the first losing or
losing
was
the
the
first,
thrifty.
winning the second.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah,
thrifty.
So getting both of these back to back, just showing the strength that they do have to be able to truly just lock UBC out. And look at the guns that they have. They've got an AWP on Yuki. They've got a Phantom on Kala, which, yeah, take it or leave it. Pretty still got the Bulldog, and Shaka's still got the Spectre. Like, they're packing heavy.
Yeah, just kind of playing that bonus here with the addition of the up from Yuki. And as I say this, IDK, he's pushing up aggressive through halls. Just going to be lurking in that Viper's orb. He's going to go down now, so he is slightly stuck in the corner, but side of Bobnem, they don't know he's here. He doesn't know where they are either, so bit of a guessing game at the moment. It seems like we're about to get first contact here. IDK spots him out, lands the crisp headshot on the Pretty, has to back away, throws the cage, and just manages to run away with his life. 21 health, and this is going to allow the rest of his teammates to just run straight onto this A bomb site. Flashes coming through. Pearson taking out Coco. Pearson with a second onto Yuki, so that's the op down. A disastrous start from Yuki there. That op, that's what they needed. The Pearson 3 Ion Noob to clean it out, and they win their rifle by.
And they're not picking up the AWP, which I find actually to be interesting on this map. This is one of the few maps that you can get away with that early 4v5 so much more often, because people are trying to play those long sight lines with Vandal. I am stunned that they didn't pick it up.
Here.
Yeah, and we haven't. I mean, usually Pearson is their primary opper on the Jet. Does make sense, but maybe he's just not feeling it at the moment. Maybe he's just feeling that rifle. Vandal aim's feeling crispy. He was their top frag in the last map, I believe, 25 kills, if I'm not mistaken. So we know he's ready. Maybe he's just not feeling it at the moment. IDK over towards window, almost spots out the shoulder of Shocker, but he's gonna slowly back away.
We're in for a long round here. We've got 4 people still sitting in spawn. This is, I don't want to say unique, but that's the only word that's coming to mind right now.
Yeah, it's like they're waiting for the side of Bobnem to get aggressive, to push up to them, and
Yuki's doing it.
yeah, Yuki's kind of giving them what they asked for, but he may be able to catch a bit of a timing. He should hear that drone there. The Yams. So maybe spots him out, and yes, he does, lands the quick headshot onto Yuki, so that's a nice down. And 3 players from the side of UBC over towards B main. Pearson, surely able to pop the dash straight onto the site.
Oh, Pretty.
Spike down.
Takes down one towards elbow. IDK quick on the trade, and Pearson doesn't use his dash, so
30
keeps the
seconds
util
left.
for later on. IDK is going to get the plant down over towards
planted.
default. So it's coming through. Coco whiffs slightly on IDK, and IDK capitalize on it. Yams as well. Quick headshot.
Oh,
And Yams with a beautiful shot there onto Shocker, and it's going to be 2-2, all tied up. Looking at,
oh, good. Yep.
sorry, looking at the economy here, it's a huge round win for the side of UBC Black. They get to keep their guns going into this 5th round, and side of Bobnem, they would have played with a couple of upgraded pistols and a couple Marshals, so not much in it for them here. But on this defensive side, holding those long angles with the Marshal could cause lethal for the side of UBC.
My camera is destroyed.
Ooh. That's not good. That was just a ghost, I think, for Cullah, so it's not like, they lost a big gun there or something, but IDK gonna eat a little bit of damage. Yuki trying to re-aggress and just can't win that fight. It's a good spot for IDK to be able to open up so much more because, investing 2 people into halls is definitely a weird one. You're clearly playing something very unique this round, not
though.
standard, but yeah, that's big.
Last player standing.
He's gonna get spotted out. Yams headshot on the Shocker. And it's all going to be on Pretty with the Marshall. Going back over towards mid here, so
And
surely...
he's waiting for him too.
Yeah, Yams. He's expecting this. Spots him out and hits the wall bang. And
Don't make a fuss.
relatively stress-free round was that a UBC, if I do say so myself. And IDK, he's off to a fire start. I believe he had a bit of a slow start in that first map, so good to see him kind of finally finding his legs here.
And honestly, I can, as much as it was a calm round for UBC, that must have just been chaos on the side of Bobnem. I can only hear Pretty in my head just going, why was he there? Why would you play there?
That goes there.
It's unfortunate that he gets caught that way. Thought he was going to have some sort of opening, but not to be had.
Yeah, Yams with a bit of a sixth sense. He knew. He was waiting and straight back into the action here. Round number 6. UBC currently in the lead 3-2 on this attacking side. And playing a bit of a default here. You can see II Noob still back towards spawn with the spike and IDK towards halls. Pearson, he's just going to be looking out, surveying this A-bomb site. Not finding anyone yet, but a player behind the pyramid there. That's going to be Color and Shocker behind Orange. So 2 players ready to defend.
Whoops. That's
Maybe,
a waste of time.
yeah, bit of a misclick potentially there from IDK.
Pearson is once again just walking into free space.
Is he going to expect Color? Surely.
He
Spots
saw
out
him.
the
Oh, no! He saw him for half a frame. He recognized it after, but he was already dead. Immediately popped. No chance to live as Shaka takes him down, and everything that the offense had gained there is just wasted.
Yams though,
30
he's
seconds left.
wanted to push up mid a little bit here. Does have the ult available. Most likely going to pop it going into the site. 2 players. Looks like Yuki avoids getting spotted by the knife, and surely going to be a bit of a spray down. Pretty gets one with the Hunter's
Spike
Fury. Yuki
down,
making a
B.
double for him, and it's all onto IDK. Over towards main.
Save the gun.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, 10 seconds left on the clock. Shock dart's going to scan him. Bit of potentially hearing the voice comm there from the agent. Doesn't cross in 6 seconds. Going to get spammed. And Color, and yep, Color is going to take him down in the end, and we all tied up once again. 3-3 here. Extremely well played defensive round there from Bobnem. So that round potentially not as chaotic, not as hectic as the previous one, but winning that one relatively comfortably.
All the chaos was kind of lined up in that first 30 to 40 seconds as Pearson slowly snuck onto A. If they'd stayed a little tighter to the pyramid when they cleared right, it could have been devastating for the side of Bobnem, but they get away with a little bit of a fortunate one. Not lucky, they still played it well, but they're fortunate that he didn't punish them for exactly, he was doing the right thing to be able to punish them, just looked the wrong way for a moment.
But Pearson, just like he was doing on Ascent, just going straight up mid. No fear. But the Viper for the side of Bobnem is just going to be sitting there, holding that angle over towards top mid and not wanting to expose himself. But Coco with the ADS lands the little burst onto Pearson, hits him in the head, and it's an early man advantage. Still a minute left on the clock here.
Just about to cross the halfway point of this round. Shaka might take a bad peek here. Could be pretty valuable to the side of UBC Black, but it doesn't look like they're going to get given to him from that direction. It'll be Kulla going down. Swing out. No one's looking at him. Misses the shots. Oh, Shaka, what are you doing? What
Shaka
was that?
Yeah, Shocker with potentially a bit of a shocker there from himself, but Pretty, he's just going to be playing in between the pyramids here, and IDK lands the crisp headshot, and then it's going to be storming onto this A-bomb site. Spike is going to go down, Hammer getting it in the plant, and it's in the 2-on-4 retake for the side of Bobnem. 2 Vandals available, but Yuki, 70 HP to his name. So not the healthiest player in the server, but seeing what he can do. He's going to get spotted out by the Owl drone. Coco is going to be pushing Owl as well. The Viper blocking off that line of sight. Seeing if they can find anything here.
Last player standing.
Oh no. Overflicks, tries to reset, doesn't reset hard enough for the overflick, and 4 members come out of this one alive for UBC, and now they have 4 ults available. Very, very powerful position.
Yeah, and it's just the Cypher ult that isn't available 1 out of 6 for IDK, and in my opinion, in this team, it's probably the least useful. It does give them a lot of information when it gets used, but having that KO ult, the Sova ult, Jet ult, those ults hugely influential for either getting onto a site or for holding the site in the post plan. Straight away, Shocker gonna be popping the Viper's Pit over towards B main, and yeah, I'm just looking for a spray, not gonna connect.
Cypher ult was used last round, so, you know, they got the value out of it that they could have hoped for. It's so inconsistent, as you were kind of pointing out there. But it's, oh, big there in mid as Cullet takes down Pearson is going to make things a lot easier. The real issue is if UBC even gets on... Well, never mind. I was going to say if they get on site with Hammer, then at least they're able to ult, but this is not happening. Oh, they have bomb. It's just got awkward.
Yep, and IDK, he's just sitting in holes right now. He's chilling in yams though. He could potentially catch 1 or 2 sleeping here, going through spawn. But Coco has right it. Does he spot the shoulder? Spot shoulder. Yams though manages to land the headshot. Quick 180 around, and Shocker not gonna budge out of the Viper's Pit quite yet. Still denying access onto that B bomb site. Yams, he's just looking to relocate right now anywhere he can. Anywhere he can find some space, and
30 seconds left.
maybe this is the opening he needs.
Timing.
Yuki, he's gonna spot the barrel, spots the barrel, spots the head, goes for the spray.
Oh! You had time to clear that.
Almost a little bit of a whiff, and
Wait, they
does
have
manage.
A.
Yeah, they have A.
Oh, they have
IDK. A bomb site is open. Do they have the time? They're gonna run straight through mid doors.
You know where
Pretty
both are.
gonna take down
10
IDK.
seconds left.
Has to take the gunfight, and Pretty coming up clutch there in the end. It was starting to look a little bit scary there for the side of Bobnem, but you know what? Getting it done in the end.
Yeah, that could have been so much worse than what we ended up witnessing for Bobnem. It looked like things were falling apart. Things were falling apart. I would love to see a little bit more patience from UBC going into this next round, because it shows what they can do when they do just have time.
My ult's not ready.
Both sides being able to get that full buy as well. Apart from Yuki, he is 1 off the knives though, so maybe just looking to try and get one of those ultimate orbs towards the start of the round, but not going to pick one up quite yet. Pearson up in hand, and he's going to give it away that he does have the op. Knives are ready to pop as well, and Yams post up, or landing a beautiful headshot onto Pretty there towards top mid. So this has just opened up the round fully for the side of UBC.
Absolutely it has. Now it's just a question of, like, what do you do with that little bit of space? Do you continue to play slow? Do you continue to try and drum up some panic? Or are you going to start swinging? Are you going to start going for a hard execute with, you know, so much time left on the clock? And it looks like they're going to keep playing it slow and see if they can get any more information.
And they do know that the jet of Yuki is there towards top mid. Dash was popped. And I think slow is the name of the game right now for UBC. Trying to bait out some players. Yuki swings, lands the headshot onto
30
Yam,
seconds
so
left.
maybe playing slightly too passive here.
Scanning ahead.
Dart is going to come in. The KO does get popped by Color, I believe, as well. Yep. But straight away, just ran straight onto this A bomb site. IDK, he was here the whole time. And as soon as he heard those footsteps
10 seconds
rotating
left.
off the bomb site, they were straight onto this A site, and the Viper's Pit is going to get popped.
Plants there in time.
Yeah, they've got the Hunter's Fury as well if things get a little dicey. No players are on the flank. All 4 of the retakers from the side of Bobnem. But Pearson plucks Yuki out of the sky there. 50 HP. Almost landing the shot into Color as well, but not fast enough. And back in the 3-on-3.
Any info gained from that. IDK in a very powerful position. Hammer almost sprayed out. Finally moves out of the way. Location revealed. Big swing from IDK. Doesn't win it. But Hammer picks up Shock. I knew we'll find Cullen in the end of it all. And they'll escape with 3 lives remaining. 3 members still out to play. It's it's not a bad spot. It's not an unworkable position quite yet.
Yeah, and up around 5-4 on their attacking side. I'd say so far this first half for UBC has been a win. You know, just trying to make the most of these attacking rounds, as we do know their defensive side is their stronger side. And the money isn't looking too good for Bobnem. Couple Marshals, couple Vandals with Light Shield. Yuki pushing straight into Cave. Takes down Noob. Trying to get out and walks away with his life, surprisingly. So an early man advantage, a minute 20 still to be played here. Pearson pops the knives. Collar pushes through the wall, lands the headshot. Bahema quick on the trade and still the one-man disadvantage. Yuki swings through. Hammer. That's a second, and IDK with a bit of a rat luck here through holes. Takes down one. And this was looking really good for the side of Bobnem, but it's quickly fallen apart. It's crumbled.
Last player standing.
And it's all left on Coco, Marshall in hand. Trying to find anything in Yams.
Mind the heavy machinery.
Cleans it up, and the 2-round lead here in their attacking half. 6-4 for the side of UBC Black.
A really good spot they found themselves in. It can get it done. It can clear things out, but it's not looking super likely for Bobnem to be able to, you know, work things back. You know, when you have bad showing on defense on Breeze, you know, it can feel a little bit demoralizing. I don't know what to say about this, honestly. It's not like they are out of it in terms of guns. They just don't have any ults coming up anytime soon. Outside of Pretties, and that one's so circumstantial, and with only 2 rounds remaining. Yeah, I don't know what to say.
Pretty. 2 off his ult, and only the one ult available for the side of UBC as well, so it is the Hunter's Fury, so perfect ult to have on board for playing those post plants. And it seems like we're gonna have a bit of another slow round here. Color, though, he is maybe looking to get a bit adventurous here towards the mid doors, but he's just gonna sit right behind them for now. No contact's been made. Under a minute left, approaching the halfway mark of this round. Seems like almost nothing's happened so far.
Yeah,
Just
they're really
getting
taking it slow.
Yeah, getting a nice tour of the map. Flash comes through. Oh, Color landing the dink and spotting out Hammer as well, so knowing 2 players are. Oh, wait, I knew with a
Flash.
team.
30 seconds left.
I knew with a team kill. I believe that. Maybe.
I saw that too.
Yeah, it's a slight mistake there with the Hunter's Fury. Pearson dashing into the smoke, getting tagged down low, but landing the headshot onto Yuki and Shocker. Just gonna slow it down a bit here. 3-on-5 retake, gonna wait for their
10
teammates.
seconds left.
Rotate over. Spike is gonna go down as well.
Shaka being put into a difficult position right here. A very pivotal position to be able to win anything here, but he doesn't get anything. Noob drops him for free. Pretty trying to swing their way around. They'll get one, and they've shown that they've been clutch before. They might just show it again here. Pearson, very low on health. Should be an easy one to remove. They do get rid of him. IDK is going to get flushed out from his position. IDK dropped once again. Noob to cover. They know where the last one is. Coco's going to be able to find him. Pretty will lock this one down alongside his teammate. Just him and Coco fortunately able to put that one together and makes this one a possible 6-6 at the end of the half.
Yeah, and that was a extremely well executed retake there from the side of Bobnem. They played it slow. They had to take a few risks as per usual when you are trying to make that retake happen, but
That goes there.
played it almost flawlessly if you ask me.
This goes here. Yes, this should do.
And that's going to give them a huge confidence boost going into this final round. Couple players on a bit of a light buy though. Shocker on the Guardian, honestly. Perfectly fine gun for this map. Playing those long angles. The color on the Spectre Yuki though. Pushing straight through cave and IDK. Potentially may have heard something. Yuki did make a footstep, but he doesn't seem too worried just quite yet. He's gonna be sitting in his cam, watching over towards halls, but Yuki pushing out. Does he clear to the right? Oh,
Okay.
Yuki with a bit of a blunder there. Oh no, you hate to see it. IDK still trying to get out of his cam form. Capitalizes on the whiff, and we have a 4-on-5 on our hands. 50 seconds left.
I just
Things you hate to see.
that was such a tense moment you built up for them to just not hit it. Wow. Okay, Yams. Just for them to not hit a damn thing is the most awkward stuff to watch. Also, that should have been a passover of that ult orb to Hammer, because that should have been ult after the bomb plant. You know, you take an extra 2 seconds to grab that orb.
Yep.
Little bit of bad management there from UBC, but it shouldn't cost them too much in the end. Yams is gonna get timinged. Did they see him? I mean, they have no idea. Yeah, Yams. There you go, buddy.
Yeah, lands the
One more?
first.
Okay.
Nope. Oh, shot
Funky damage.
Nice little headshot.
Thankfully, Pretty is not alive, so, you know, should be doable for... Wow, okay. Should be doable for UBC Black. They cleared that one out easy. And it'll be 7-5 going into the defensive half for them.
And this right here, this is massive for the side of UBC Black.
Yeah.
I believe they had the round disadvantage at the half. I believe they were losing 7-5. Oh, 6-all. My apologies.
I swear it was
still-
round at the end of it.
Yeah, it was a... Brain's a little foggy here. It's getting late now, you know, after a full day of classes. We're all a little bit tired, but 5-7, 7 in their attacking side and going into their stronger side of defense.
Whether or not that's the stronger side when it comes to, you know, this map in a competitive setting is a completely different question. When it comes to, you know, playing just you know, ranked matches, then it's, you know, slightly offensively favored. If you want to look at the stats, it's 51%. So, yeah, you know, not a lot to look at there, but
Yeah, maybe I should have phrased it slightly better. Maybe the side they're more confident on.
oh no, I agree. I'm saying I agree with that, but like, what does that translate to for them here on Breeze? Like, are they just because they're good on defense? You know, do they have a good Breeze defense? Can they make use of it here?
Straight away, Yuki, he's trying to land a couple shots on the Pearson. Jets trying to spot one another out. And Yuki, he's being a little bit cheeky and pushed straight through, but a little bit of a whiff, and Hammer is going to capitalize on it. IDK taking down his counter cipher. Color though takes down Pearson. So in the 2-on-4, Spike in the hand of Shocker, and Color. He's just gonna be lurking here. Do they know he's here? Potentially his shoulder spotted out. No, they don't. Color not going to clear behind Orange. Who's gonna be the first to find out? IDK, what has just happened? And Shocker is gonna get taken down by Yams from Cave on the flank. And it is gonna be the pistol round win for the side of UBC. Another strange one there towards the end. Players not fully clearing their corners, but you know, it happens every now and again.
Kind of just one that you couldn't have expected to have to clear. Like, you know, once you hadn't looked at it for a while, it's like, okay, well, I guess no one's there. I would have been dead by now if someone was there. Wow, that is just an unfortunate showing in the first round. Could have been a miraculous comeback once again for the side of Bobnem, but instead they'll get stifled before they really even get to start. And now they're gonna... Oh, good.
See that we have all 5 players over on this A side, so 3 upgraded pistols. And they're just going to be walking right into Pearson and Hammer here. So what do they have in store?
Plant the spike.
Oh, Pearson. Oh, Yuki, no, just barely getting touched up by that smoke. Ends up clearing away any visibility to see. Could give this one over for way easier than they thought. And yeah, that's gonna do it. Tough round. Tough round for the defense. They didn't really have, or for the offense, pardon me, didn't really have much to work with there. Once you get the bigger gun on this map, it is absolutely just over for you so quickly. So you can't keep up in the damage department. But now they'll have actual guns to work with. You're seeing Vandals across everyone except for Cullah, who I can only imagine is going with that for the just better first shot accuracy, because they're going to be going for a lot of swinging gunfights. I'm hoping. You know, I'm expecting some good coordinated aggression from Cullah and Yuki when they decide to go site. Should be their hit just based on their playstyle.
Yeah, and one thing to note as well, Pearson has the op in his hand, so did save that second round when his team forced up, but we saw how that went. Was out of Bobnem last time. Oh, and Pearson playing with fire. They're almost getting taken down by Yuki, but manages to dash away just in time. But that was a close one there. Pearson, he's going to be ready, but no, Yuki with the quick swing. And he takes him down. Pearson unable to adjust in time, and Yuki's just going to keep pushing up, no fear. And he's going to jump up. The hammer. Hammer's waiting, no. Pops against it. And only a deagle in hand. But Yuki decides to back off. Maybe the safer, the smarter call. No need to risk your life.
Yuki too.
Yeah. Oh, what's going on here on the A bomb side? We've got Noob, Spectre in hand, and wait, surely Shock's not expecting it. No.
Oh no.
That's going to be a rifle recovered for the side of UBC, and seems like they've got all areas of the map covered here.
30
Oh,
seconds
and they know it's going to be an A hit.
left.
With another, with the vandal he picked up. And a beautiful headshot for the third. He's going to spot out Yuki, but no. 20 seconds left on the clock. Does he have time to go all the way over to this B bomb site?
No, it's just what the save at this point. It has to be.
Surely, yep. Oh
Yeah,
no, he's just going to, yeah.
Great call.
Smart decision from Yuki there.
Hammer can hear this. Yuki knows that they can't actually get anything here. There's the fake flash. Okay, never mind. It's just going to be a regular camera, and that's going to cost them all of their life.
I'm amped.
That's-
Let's go. I got things to do.
That's fine. They have the cash to reinvest. This is overall a net positive for UBC Black, but Bobnem making the most of a bad situation.
Yeah, Yuki getting 4 in the round, so that's going to help him. He's going to be able to get the full invest here with the Vandal. But for the rest of the side, 3 Guardians and a Spectre on Pretty, Cullah, Shocker, and Coco. And it's a 5-round advantage for the side of UBC Black here. I believe the biggest the team has led so far in these first 2 maps.
Well, that sounds right, yeah.
Take flight.
Important position to hold. Hammer gonna try and lock down that one. Little press in, but ends up kind of missing on the molly. That ult is really just gonna hold mid. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of it. And oh boy, a whiff from Yuki costs him the kill on Hammer. Thankfully for the side of Bobnem, it's picked back up, but now Pearson trying to work his way in, knows that he's going to have to somehow fight Pretty here. Slowly around the corner, one goes down, is able to get the kill immediately, and now it's all on to Shaka, who's stuck in an ult that isn't even covering the bomb. Yeah, not a lot to do there in that spot. 11-5, and now the ultimate economy continues to grow for the defense. The economy continues to grow for the defense, and there isn't a lot sitting in the pocket of our offense. Bobnem is in a shaky position, to say the least of it.
What's the plan?
Yeah, and that's 4 rounds in a row to start off this defensive side for the side of UBC. So they have not wasted a single second here. Foot fully on the gas. And Pearson, even though they do have the money for it, he's not going to opt to go for the op. He is just going to stick with the rifle, so maybe just feeling that he can pack a bit more of a punch with that Vandal in hand. Oh, Yuki potentially spotting Pearson out. Almost landing the jump shot onto Pearson. That was a close one. The Aldrone, it is going to spot a player out. So that is some good information. But Pretty,
Okay.
over on the B bomb site, takes down IDK, so that is huge. None of that irritating Cypher utility to deal with if they do end up trying to hit this B bomb site. And it seems like it is, that's
Look
what's
where Yuki
going to
is.
happen.
Yuki's in a pretty deadly position. You know, Yams floats the wrong direction a little bit, and away goes his head.
Yeah, and they know that this hit is about to come in. And Yams, yep, he's not going to be looking the right direction. Yuki with the knives. Lands the headshot. Coco taking on I Noob, and Yuki crisp with the knives as per usual. It's all left on Pearson, and he's not going to be able to do anything here. It's a flawless from the side of Bobnem, and they get their first attacking round of this half. What a way to do it in as well, a flawless.
A flawless, you know, a good gun by, a spot where they were looking to just be completely economically put out of it if they don't pick up the round. They've bought themselves a lot of time. We should see, you know, 7-11 after this with just a healthy position for Bobnem to play the rest of this map out from. But it's still not going to be easy. They still have to somehow get past this defense, and it's, oh my goodness, it's an expensive defense already. Yuki down, Shaka gone, and mid is just lost outright. Like it's already gonna be a long round to be able to even put this one into contention. You know, the next 40-50 seconds are gonna have to be used to build up some sort of play, use some amount of utility that you know is missing on the defensive side to just crack anything, let alone get a kill.
Yeah, and Pretty, you can see him sitting over there towards B main, but two players, Yams and IDK, holding steady on that B bomb site. But Color, he's going for a bit of a walk here. He's gonna chill around bottom mid towards the mid doors, and Pearson, he's waiting with the knives. He's ready. Is he ready? Yep. And those knives deadly accurate. Takes down Color. 2 in the round for him, and Coco just messing around a little bit with the Cypher cages.
Last player standing.
And IDK makes no mistake, takes down Pretty, and it's all on Coco. Takes down one. Not ready for Pearson behind, but Pearson whiffs the knives a little bit. Manages to get the reload off of the Phantom. And that's going to be 3 in the round for Pearson, so 6 match points now available for the side of UBC Black.
They have all the time in the world to sort this one out. They've got all the weaponry that they could ask for in this round, and they're pretty close on a couple of the ults. It should be easy to grab Cullah that KO ult off the orb, and that looks like what they're posted up to do right now, because they know they're going to need it, and they're going to need it now to guarantee this round. Or at least give themselves a chance of locking this round out with, you know, a high percentage.
Yeah, Pearson here, he's playing a bit of a different angle. We haven't seen him play yet. He's going to get spotted out, and doesn't have that dash to get out instantaneously, so he's going to have to fall back. Hammer going to get spotted out. Color with a nice pick through the wall, so no more defensive smokes available for the side of UBC.
Pearson, he's good for one. Can't get Yuki. Oh my goodness.
Yams on the double with the Vandal, landing the headshot, sorry, the wallbang on Takula. Coco from Balls.
Spike
Oh,
down.
it all
A.
falls down to Coco.
In the 1-on-3. What can they do here? A Guardian and a Dream, and Spike's all the way.
No.
Yeah, Spike.
No,
nowhere near.
Yams is behind. Oh, Yams! Jeez!
Defenders win.
A little bit of a whiff there from Yams, but he makes no mistake in the end. And UBC Black, I win that one pretty comfortably. 13-6 there in the end. Only dropping 1 round in their defensive side. So, Yams and Pearson going crazy in this match. 18-10 and 18-13. Not skipping a beat here.
Yeah, almost a kill per round for those two. Really just put the team on their back, making sure everything goes smoothly. And everyone else, positive KDA. That's what happens when just all the gears are turning, all the buttons are working perfectly. Sometimes you just keep on rolling through, and that's just what happened for that team. 13-6 is hey, they lost on Ascent by 2, right? You got to lose by 2, but they
Yeah.
lost on Ascent as close as you can, their own map, and this was a bit of a stomp here on Breeze. I don't think there's a different way to say it.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't think anyone could have seen this coming with the way that first game played out, how tight it was, both teams trading rounds
Hmm.
back and forth. And, as soon as this game started, it seemed like UBC was slightly in control. They were finding a lot of those first
Yeah.
bloods. Pearson, lurking down mid, picking them off early in the round, and seemed like they had it under control from the start. And I got to touch on their defensive side, dropping 1 round,
Yeah,
almost a
they did.
flawless half, which is almost ridiculous in a grand final. So
Really is. And it's also just going back to the previous game. Forget Breeze for a moment, right? That one was close. This one, you're going into it, as you're saying, expecting, okay, it's Bobnem's map. This is where they should just be able to walk it down slowly and make sure this one gets closed out. To get stomped like this does make you question if they both had Ascent as their favorite map, and Bobnem was just kind of like, okay, well, I guess we got our second favorite map of Breeze, and UBC is just somehow more ready for Breeze. I don't know what the issue is here, but this is not a scoreline you should have anticipated. This gives me a strong feeling that UBC kind of just walks it down on Haven.
yeah, and it's almost as seeing after losing that first map by such a tight margin. It's almost like a fire was lit under them, and they were just ready. They wanted to go. They wanted to get straight into this next map. Their aim was ready. Their comms must have been so good because their rotates were on point every single round. And yeah, they were looking almost flawless here.
Yeah, not a lot more to say on it right now. So we'll take a small break before we get back into map 3, give the players a little time to recoup, rejuvenate, all that wonderful stuff. You guys, don't close the tab. Go grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack. We'll be right here when you come back for map 3 between UBC Black and Bobnem. Catch you in a few.
Welcome back, guys. This is the third round of the grand finals. Bobnem versus UBC Black.
All right, that's the last one that we will be getting from Lexi, as this is, as she said, a best of 3. This locks it out, and we've already locked in an Omen on both sides, a Jet on both sides, and a Breach on both sides. Shoot, we're looking at basically the same team comps, except for the Fade and the Sova. Will, which one are you favoring?
Or like me personally on
Mm.
Haven, I prefer the Sova pick.
Absolutely.
I think that his dart is just a little bit more. You can use it in more like circumstances on this map, and with like a lot of these long angles, having
Mhm.
like a bit more range on that info dart, I personally feel it's a bit more important. Not to say that the Fade is a bad choice here from the side of Bobnem, but I do think that the Sova is the correct pick from the side of UBC Black. But as for the rest of the team comps, it seems pretty standard, a Killjoy on both sides. It's great to see Killjoy being played a little bit more, because I feel like she kind of dropped out of the meta a little bit, kind of in the last year or so, but it's great to see her being played once again. And yeah, we are just over 10 seconds away from starting our third and final map here in this best of 3 to decide who will be crowned champions of the Valorant Winter Series here.
One thing I do like about the Fade pick, just to throw it out there, is you do have a better retake when it comes to the ultimates. But Pearson drops immediately to Yuki. That is a huge pick off there for the side of Bobnem.
Yeah, what a shot there by Yuki as well, just
Barely see
peeking.
anything.
Yeah, you see basically a fraction of his forehead there and takes advantage of it, not missing a beat. And UBC, they seem kind of stunned right now. They don't know what to do. They initially leaning towards kind of a C split, maybe a few players going towards Garage, a few players going up C long, but seems like they're kind of just rethinking their strategies here. Having a bit of a null in the action right now.
And no one
UBC.
wanting to commit anything.
Yeah, they're just playing this one slow.
Mhm.
The Owl drone is going to come out down
Gets
A long.
most of it, yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to spawn any players out yet, so no contact being made for about the past minute. But IDK, there we go, kicking things back off once again. Shocker though, quickly trading him out. But the C bomb site, it's all open, and all 3 players from the side of UBC, they're going to be pushing straight in. They're going to be running straight through, and there's no Omen available.
Oh, yams! Yikes. He gets it done.
10 seconds left.
Oh, no.
One enemy remaining. Spike down.
What were we
C.
waiting on that plant
Spike
for?
is here.
What was the delay about?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe
What was Hammer waiting for?
like trying to find potentially one more pick before getting that spike down, but I'm not quite sure. It's a bit of a strange decision to just not get that spike down as soon as they could. They had the site fully open. They did get a pick as well straight away. And the delay, I think, personally cost them the round there. They would have had a great chance in bringing that one home, even in that man of disadvantage there. But I don't know, maybe a little bit of a miscall, a miscomm from a teammate, but going straight into round 2, and Yuki, Vandal's been bought. Pearson just trying to push straight up mid with the Deagle. He's going to get forced off the angle by that KJ and Breach util, and the smoke is going to be dropped. Iron Noob spotting out Shocker as well towards Garage. The Shocker's going to be met by 3 players. Shocker manages to get one.
It's 2!
IDK. Oh, but Coco.
Spike down. C.
Coco kind of saving the day here. 43 HP. Tick down to 26 with that KJ util, and the spike is going to be retrieved by IDK. And that's going to run it straight onto the C site. Spectre has... Yes. Not wanting to make the same mistake as last time.
Alarm bot out.
Some util being placed as well.
Swarm grenade out.
Last player standing.
Yuki
Okay.
takes down 1. And yeah, that's going to be a second as well, but not a bad round from UBC here. Only playing with the classics. A couple of deagles as well, and managing to take down 3 and getting the bomb down, so that's going to be a little bit more cash in their pockets. And some guns out of the hands of Bobnem, so they're going to get the full invest here in round number 3. The side of Bobnem, they're going to be forced to play with just the one rifle here. Few upgraded pistols and a Spectre in the hands of Color. So not a pretty buy, but they're just going to be playing the bonus here, so not the end of the world.
Definitely a workable position. Gonna get bullied off of that little angle there, but oh boy. Okay, down goes Shotgun, that's fine. They still have Yuki, which is the big one here. Having that Vandal in hand is gonna be what matters the most, and Yuki's gonna be able to get out of that one with at least one bullet of health left in him.
But look at the side of UBC. All 4 players already on the C site. Or running up C long, apologies. But no one from the side of Bobnem to be seen. They're going to get the plant down straight away. One-way smoke. Get dropped as well. And there we go. The attacking Killjoy ultimate. Going to get placed down, so forcing these retakers off the site. And that's going to be huge. Clock's ticking every single second that this lockdown has been placed. But Yuki, he's still alive. He's been the win factor so far. And seems like they're just rotating off the side. Maybe
all exits? Is that the game plan? This
Yeah,
isn't a bad idea.
no, not a bad plan whatsoever.
Where are you?
It seems like they've been spotted out here. Alright, Noob. Takes down Color, IDK, takes down Pretty.
Player standing.
Yam taking down Coco. Yuki managing to get, you know, a little consolation kill in the end, but IDK makes no mistake, takes him down, and it's 2-1.
You know, I've always been the guy for results-based analysis. I'll say it was a bad play. No, honestly, kidding though. A little unlucky that they don't come away with anything except for the one on the side of Bobnem to be able to catch those exits, as it doesn't really mess with the economy of UBC all that much, if at all. They all still have full buys. This round is still absolutely a swing round, and it's not even fully in Bobnem's favor.
Yeah, no, not at all. And I think that Bobnem almost jumped the gun a little bit there. If they'd kind of waited that one out a slightly longer, maybe they could have gotten a few more exits, but Yuki straight away getting aggressive down A long. Having to dump both of his smokes, but it's not going to be an issue when he's gotten away with a kill and his life. Not taking a single point of damage for Hammer. Pushing down into sewers here, and he's got to be careful because it's Yuki on the other end. But the spike still is down towards spawn, so seems if UBC just looking to see if they can find a frag anywhere on the map before picking up that bomb. Minute gone now, and only the one kill from Yuki so far.
How patient Yuki's being too, staring straight into the wall. Oh, he's dead.
Faster.
Oh, Hammer, the little bit of greed to try and pre-fire anything to try and coax a reaction. It just gives him the freest kill. My goodness, Yams, please put him down.
Yams
That'd be rough
getting
go,
one
man.
after the flash.
30
Yeah,
seconds left.
bit of a whiff. He probably should have had 2 there, and it's just IDK on the site. What's that one? 30 HP to his name. Knows where Color is.
enemy
Takes
remaining.
down Color. Beautiful kill. And he takes down Yuki as well. So IDK with a huge 4K to secure this one. And
If you need help
honestly,
figuring
that
out
one was
how,
looking a little bit scary if you were UBC at start. 2 players dead and not that much time left on the clock, but IDK just storming into that B bomb site and creating an opening on the Killjoy. And he almost has his ult once again. It's been 5 rounds. This is the 5th round, sorry, and
Yeah,
he almost had his ult twice, which is outstanding.
it should end up having his ult again pretty
they're
pretty
not
well
the
this round.
equals.
And be able to use it, which would only make sense. There's nothing to deny it. There's no Sova on the other side to be able to get rid of it. All you've got is Breach's, you know, impact to kind of use, but even that's not a good answer. The Aftershock shouldn't be able to get it done completely.
And again, even
Pretty
if,
sketchy.
like, if IDK does get his ult in this round, the question is, does he pop it? The other team, they are just on, like, a bit of a light buy, a bit of a force buy. A Marshall in the hands of Coco, but just some upgraded pistols on the rest. So, it's a question of whether he'll use it or not, but right now, things are in a bit of a lull. Couple shots fired over towards mid, but nothing connecting. Seems like for the side of UBC, they want to hit this A bomb site 4 players going towards long here. And a 5th on his way.
I'll find you.
Okay, the hit onto A is being read out right now. Pearson's going to be able to sprint onto site for absolutely free. The only
30
piece of
seconds
recourse that the defense have here is jet knives. You know, not a whole lot going on. They do, I think they did just use the breach stuff. There goes Aftershock. They're gonna look for anything in hell. They do get one. They'll get a second from Yuki. 3 on the round, but it's end up gonna.
Last player standing.
Wow. It's gonna end up coming down to just IDK and Coco. Coco, look at his stick. Needs to get flushed off the bomb soon. They can see that it's moving. And what a bold call from Coco.
Area's clear.
You know what? Even though they did lose the round, I think it was the right call. Had to get off the bomb. I think the wallbang would have connected in the end from IDK, so had to take the risk, had to get off the bomb, and unfortunately just couldn't land the shot there in the end. But that was a great, you know, light buy round from the side of Bobnem. 4 players down, and they used that, they baited out that Killjoy ultimate there at the end.
Yeah, you know, not a completely lost round there. They got stuff out of it. They gained value. It's big. Gets things moving in the right direction.
Yeah, and Pearson, he doesn't want to waste any time. Already fully pushed up A long here. He's just trying to creep through the smoke. There's actually no defenders on this A bomb site yet. Just the turret.
Drone's gonna go off. That notifies the 2 waiting out in A link. A lot of value to be gained out of that for the defense, as they'll know exactly how they're gonna attack this one back. And now with still no ultimate for Pretty, but an ultimate on the Shaka to be able to try and put things back in their favor, it's not an impossible task. It's
Yeah,
a very reasonable position. Oh,
not in the slightest. Lockdown has been broken though, and here comes this util dump over towards CT. Yuki though in heaven, maybe looking for a little bit of a drop down here. Oh, and lands the drop down shot onto I knew, but Yams quick on the trade, back in the 4-on-4. Still 2 ults available inside of UBC. They do have the breach ult.
Last player standing. 1 enemy remaining.
Oh my goodness, IDK, the quick repeat there. Just swings right back out, sprays down Cullah. And look at the scoreline for IDK. He's 13-2-0 on Killjoy.
Yeah,
on attack.
He is having a life game right now. 6 rounds in. He's averaging more than 2 kills a round, if my math adds up. It should. Yeah.
You know, you're right, yeah.
And he's only died twice. And this is phenomenal stuff coming out of IDK, coming out of the Killjoy. And you know, almost the last person on the side who you'd expect it from. Oh, and they've already spotted Yams in the corner there. Aftershock comes out. Pearson
Pretty
pushes up, though, misses the shots. Killer gets taken down. Pearson, classic in hand, takes down Pretty, and already this round is almost over. I don't want to say it's over yet.
Yeah.
But you know, Yuki has a Vandal, so anything is possible with Coco. He's ready, but Hammer. What a shot from Coco there onto Hammer. The spray comes through, lands another onto IDK, so
Winnable.
as I said, yeah, didn't want to call it too early, and this is exactly why.
Yams. Come on,
Oh,
just
but yeah.
hit.
Lands one.
Okay. Good damage down.
Blocking sight.
Let's play this.
Oh! Who does that?
Yuki
Who
does,
that
I guess.
He hurt him.
No charges left.
He's trying to stick the bomb here. Gets off a harp, and Aya noob swings and lands a headshot, but Yuki, what was that play?
Yeah, just so much movement from them to try and figure out anything of where their opponent could be. And then they go for the prediction on the long walkabout because they'd heard something going behind, you know, that B box. It becomes a question of, okay, it's been a little too long. They have to be coming from this direction. It was just just the regular patience of Inoob just not giving away the game. Not giving away what could have happened. But still, what was a 5-on-3 turned into a one-man survival. And it only turned into that because Yams was lucky enough to get behind them. Otherwise, you know, it's a 3-on-3 with just awful positioning.
And if Yams doesn't get that kill there,
Oh, yeah.
I think UBC they lose that round there.
Realistically.
Yeah.
If he dies, he's at 5 health. If someone's looking at window at that point in time for whatever reason, he's cooked.
Oh yeah, and Yuki. I just want to take a second. Yuki's movement there, when in that 1v2 and then
so
into the
nice.
1v1, that was some of the cleanest Jet movement that I have seen in a long time. And such a shame that he could not find that final kill onto I Noob, I believe it was. But
Yeah.
Coco holding the angle.
Oh,
Ooh, I believe getting
that's the 140.
Yep, that's the Phantom. And Pearson follows it up with the wallbang, takes down Coco. And this C bomb site, it's open for business.
Spike planted.
Open, and it seems to be shut right back down. Now there's a big play going to happen over on 6. IDK looking to get 2 here, gets 1, looks away, gets some spray damage, and is going to light Yuki up. But it is just going to be a 1-for-1. They do have the nice easy retake with Yams here, and they have the ult in return. Yeah, of the Sova.
We're just seeing an ult dump come in right now. Noob taking down Color with the Hunter's Fury. Pretty though, he's gonna try and stick it.
Player standing. Team
And no
ace.
Chance.
And a team ace from the attacking side of UBC Black, and it seems like they haven't skipped a beat after that dominating showing on Breeze, and 6 rounds in a row, only losing pistol round and that second round by from Bobnem, but playing. It's just like, it's the confidence that they're playing with right now on this attacking end. They've already got 8 rounds in, and they've forced the side of Bobnem into another light buy.
Yeah.
Couple of sheriffs, a Spectre, a Marshal, and the knives on Yuki, but
Oh,
Pearson.
it's not happening.
yep, it's not Yuki's map so far, and
Well, hold on. I was going to bring that up. It's kind of been Yuki's map. Just the same as IDK, 14 kills.
never mind. I
Like,
apologize.
They're having a map. They're just not getting the rounds.
Yeah.
Which, you know, does, you know, in a different way kind of say they haven't been having a good map. Just because you're getting kills doesn't mean you've actually, unfortunately, doesn't mean you've accomplished anything. Shaka get one here as Yams is, oh, he sees Yams sneak away. That gives him a lot of confidence to walk up and take this gun. Especially, you know, consider where that barrel is facing. That means he's looking towards mid doors. That means he's scared of mid doors. Someone pick up this rifle, please.
Yeah, guns have been retrieved
Turret destroyed.
from the side of Bobnem, so seeing if they want to do anything with it here. Spike has been dropped in
30
sewers, so
seconds left.
I'm not.
Oh, IDK disconnected.
Oh, we have a DC, so the round is going to be played out in the 3-on-2.
Oh,
Killjoy
no.
Util. It is going to delay. Coco tries to swing. Not going to find one.
Cover going out.
Spike planted.
Smokes a
Last
player on come down, but
standing.
Noob spots the shoulder too fast, and Shocker down to 45 HP.
Fortunate for UBC Black that they're going to walk away with this one. The lack of having IDK could have been insanely costly, but he'll reconnect. So he's even going to be able to keep the gun. That is very fortunate. Oh, dope. Big stuff there for UBC Black. They peel away another round from the defense of Bobnem, and it's gonna finally be a defensive tack timeout, and I can imagine why. 7-2 feels really bad, but someone needs to sit them down and go, hey guys, it's Haven, okay? We're gonna lose some rounds on the defensive side, and that's okay. We're allowed to let these slip. We're allowed to let these kind of walk into the void, because once we get onto offense, we're gonna be just fine. Now, they are sitting close to a couple ults. Coco's is right nearby, and so is Shaka's. And Shaka's is going to be good for retakes, but they're without so much else that it's hard to say that they're going to be able to pull this next round. which they need to pull this next round.
Yeah, and if you look at, it seems like IDK has disconnected once again. So after this timeout has ended, we may be going to a little reconnected once again. So maybe just some internet issues over there. But looking at the money for the side of UBC Black, they are loaded.
Yeah,
A
they're
few
good for the rest
round
of the
loss.
game.
Yeah, they're good. There's only 3 rounds remaining in this first half. Even if they lose the next 2, they'd still be good in that final round. So they should be feeling comfortable here.
Tough spot for Bobnem, but they're not out of it. If they can peel off 2 of these next 3, which is going to be a challenge, they're in business. If they don't, you know, shut the doors on the shop. All right. Wait, why are we still time out?
I
Oh,
think,
IDK is still disconnecting and reconnecting.
yeah, maybe he's having some internet issues at home. Oh, he has crouched, so kind of a guessing game of when he will reconnect, but we should find out any moment now.
Did we just see this from IDK's perspective just for a moment? Is he even clickable? Okay, it's pretty normal.
Okay, and I think, is he back? He is moving around, so
Pretty reasonable ping at 30.
I wonder, like, he hasn't moved, hasn't looked around at all, so I wonder if potentially maybe his mouse has died or something along those lines. But you know what? This tech pause it's almost coming at a perfect time for Bobnem. Like, if you're Bobnem, you've just lost 7 in a row. You need this little breather to just kind of sit down. They took the timeout anyway, but this tech pause at the end gives them just a little bit of space to breathe, right?
Absolutely. No, you need this moment. Getting extra timeout time isn't something to complain about. This is completely icing UBC. This is giving you so much time to breathe. The only issue that can come of this is if they, quite honestly, get too much time to breathe. If they start, starting to doubt themselves or get into their own head about what they need to do, and if they don't do it, what goes wrong, and oh no, everything's all, shot to hell kind of thing. Like, you need to reset, but you also need to make sure that you don't psych yourself out. And they should be okay, but someone's got to drive to this man's house. This is it's getting bad.
Yeah, he's been disconnected for probably about a couple minutes now at this point. Looking at the buys, going to this next round, both sides are going to have the full buys pretty with the Odin as well, so going to be pulling that one out. I don't think we've seen the Odin buy so far on Haven.
No, and it's interesting too. He's playing in C window. Normally you'd see that in A link, and also not on the breach. Breach stuns sewer, and then someone sprays into it and gets a couple. This is
Yes. Interesting decision.
Yeah. What do you think you're doing over here by doors? Like, are you just shooting out the garage doors and hoping that you pull attention from your jet, who picks up two from behind? IDK is disconnected again. For those of us keeping score at home, that is, I believe, 4 disconnects now. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. No, we're only at 3. If he does get 2 more, he qualifies for a free scoop of ice cream at Rain or Shine. So that's cool. Little punch card kind of thing.
And I think what Pretty's going for here it's gonna be a bit of like a distraction play for Yuki almost, because Yuki, as you can see, he's on top of the box here, and Pretty, he's just gonna be spraying straight through the doors, almost like on a scent, spraying through B main, the wall on B main. So it's kind of like one of those situations, but we'll see. It's an interesting setup. No players on B, I guess. Easy, quick to rotate from garage over to B, but not even a single piece of util to defend the side either, so if UBC wanted to, when this game does get back underway, they could just waltz their way up through B main and onto the site without even taking a shot, almost. Oh, we have liftoff potentially. We do have another reconnect. Maybe some movement. Oh, and it seems like we are back. We do have some confirmation in the chat. And yeah, we have movement. So we'd love to see.
Okay. Sitting at 6
Oh,
and... Oh, the swift reconnect! Mom, turn off the microwave. You don't need to heat your soup for this
Here.
long.
Yep, I don't think we are quite back yet. You know, someone had to nerf IDK, and I guess this is the way they saw fit, as he is at the moment going 14-4 on the Killjoy. So we'll see how this plays out. Oh, and he's moving once again. So hopefully this is the last time we have this issue in this game. And any second now, we should be able to get this one back underway.
Alarm
Seeing
bot
some readies in the chat, so both sides. Oh, he's playing. That's unfortunate.
Are we good?
I believe from what one of the teammates said, he is playing on data right now,
Oh,
which, you know, it isn't ideal.
no.
I believe they're trying one more time, and yeah,
Oh, that's not looking good.
yeah, that's his alarm bot's out of range. Hate to see that.
Yeah, that's the real problem here. Gotta play to your utility better.
Oh. And this is truly unfortunate right now. Things you hate to see, especially in a map 3 of a best of 3 grand finals. So
I had a friend that used to play League of Legends off of data, and I was like, that can't be good for your data. It must be hard on your phone bill. He's like, no, it only takes like legit 50 megabytes to play a game of League in terms of all the connection stuff. And I still don't believe him to
Really?
this, yeah, I know. I still don't believe him to this day. But let's say he was correct. They didn't do as good of a job with Valorant on keeping that stuff small.
oh yeah.
This man has burned through it all, and his company that his ISP is like, hey man, we know we said unlimited data, but we're gonna need you to chill out. They have throttled him here.
You know, he's setting a new world record right now for ping. 3,654, you know. Don't think you see it much higher every now and again.
I think the max I've seen is in like the 3000s. His ping is consistent as his ping is very consistent at 3654. He's gone. Man's on the moon right now. Doing his best best Armstrong impersonation.
Oh yeah. And you know, it's it's fine to play Valorant on higher ping every now and again. You just gotta play the ping advantage. Wide swing some angles, catch your opponents off guard, you know, get movements a little bit more unpredictable, and sometimes you just gotta play to the game. It is what it is, but I don't think 3000 ping is on the agenda for IDK today, but it has dropped. And you know, while we are in this tech pause, it is a great time to thank a couple of our sponsors. First and foremost, Tellus and Kinton Ramen. Without them, we wouldn't be able to put on this great event for you guys. And then also Red Bull as well, stocking us up over the weekend while we were at LAN, supplying us with plenty of Red Bulls. I think I had about 6 spread out between the 2 days, which definitely isn't healthy for you, but huge thanks to them as always.
It does say on the can, you know, limit yourself to no more than 2 a day, but sometimes it calls for it, and you get away with it. You get that little extra power boost.
You know, when you're casting all day for 2 days straight, may as
You
well.
don't mind it.
Yeah, can't hurt. May get some hair loss down the line as a new study shows, but I'm willing to take the risk.
Yeah, there's worse things that could happen.
And it seems like we are going to be underway once again, so the tech pause has been resolved.
All right, away we go.
And here we go, the Odin spray comes through, but Pearson...
It's exactly called.
Exactly what I said during the tech pause. The bait and spray from Pretty, I believe, with the Odin.
Yep.
Works perfectly as Yuki just stands on top of the box and gets 2, and Coco playing inside the smoke. Drops a spike on site, and it's all on IDK and Yams. And it is looking a little rough right now. All the side of UBC. Omen resmokes are going to come through. Side of UBC, they're kind of pinched in here.
One enemy
Flashes do come through. Yuki with the headshot under IDK, and Shocker with the spam through the smoke takes down Yams, and that is their first round win in 7. After losing 7 straight to the hands of UBC, they finally managed to get a bit of redemption after the tech pause, and
It's big.
Yeah, big round for them to win. Maybe regain a bit of confidence in themselves. I think that's the main fact. When you're down so many rounds so early into the game and things just aren't going your way, finally winning that one round, it can set you back on that right track.
Yeah, you just start remembering that the game it's still playable. Like, you're not out of it. You're just not super in it.
Straight away, we're seeing a 5-man hit towards the A bomb site. 2 going through the sewers, 3 towards long. The drone is going to come out, Color quick on the break. Gonna throw off some util his way. Oh, and this is big. Yams just 1 off of his ult to get a pick, and that site will be fully opened up.
You should run.
Playing it slow right now, and here comes the attack and Killjoy lockdown. This is
They're
big.
Gonna
This is
be able
gonna
to clear this.
Yeah, they are gonna be able to clear Color off the angle, but haven't been smoked. It hasn't been smoked quite yet. Yeoman smokes finally lined. Yams takes down Color, and one player's been detained over towards CT.
Yeah, Pretty's been detained. Pretty didn't go and use the aftershock to be able to clear it out. Or, yeah, they didn't clear it. I don't know why. I guess they want it for the retake in some fashion. Wait, Yams has his aftershock's not reaching. Nah, that's fine.
No. Lockdown has been destroyed though. And IDK takes down 2. Shocker and Yuki, the first to go down. Pretty gets 1. Coco gets 1. IDK, sorry, Ianu Takes down Pretty. Coco's been flashed off towards CT and in the 1-on-3. All blinded, and Yams seals the deal. And that's 8 on the board.
Last round before the switch.
Going into this final round. What's the money looking like for both sides? UBC Black, of course, they are still sitting pretty. Full rifles on the board. And then for the side of Bobnem, we're going to see 4 rifles being brought up along with some light shield and also no shield on Yuki. So it's not looking too good.
No.
Coco with the Marshal, opting for the Sheriff now. I was about to say, was looking pretty lethal with the Marshal in hand, but opting against it this time.
Blocking sight.
Yuki, beautiful
kill.
push down to the long. Yeah, massive. A minute and a half.
They needed to come away with 2 from this round. This should be the easy swing out. Oh, he wins it! That's big for Yams. That shuts down the util in B, and they don't know that they have it for free, but they could walk right on right now and be in a pretty safe position.
And IDK taking down Yuki towards C-Link. Paired with the Breach ult. Yams, though, is going to get taken down by Pretty. And IDK is going to run straight into the crosshair of Color.
Oh, Hammer's going to run into... Oh, he gets Coco, though.
Oh, I believe he's going to TP over towards C. Yeah, he is going to TP towards C. And it's back in the 2-on-2.
Planted.
Noob and Hammer versus Pretty and Color in the retake. We do have an Odin as well in the hands of Noob, so does have the potential just to sit back on long and just hold down that left click, but Pretty on the flank has the ability to end it all. Takes down Hammer, and he takes down Noob as well, so a clean retake there coming out of Pretty. That's 4 on the round. Sorry, 4 in the half.
Still waiting.
And they've sort of recovered this a little bit here.
Yeah, they're in a decent spot. 8-4 is definitely where most sane human beings would want to be. Other psychopaths would want to be down 9-3, so that way they can have the curse. But, you know, that's a conversation for someone else to have. What we do have going into this, though, is a UBC team that has played very, very well. Pearson has been having a little bit of an off map, and that's okay, because it's quite honestly been completely picked up by IDK. And now it's a matter of, you know, what can you do off of Yams here in these, you know, like set play defensive pieces. You know, are you going to be able to shut down these little bits of aggression and just take over early on with 2 freebies? You know, and that's what's kind of being posted up here. If 2 people go into short right now, I'm not liking their chances against Pearson.
Absolutely, and it seems like they're being a little bit cautious here. Deciding not to rush straight in Yuki. As I say that, they're starting to get a little bit adventurous. The smokes are going to come through though, so that 3 players from the side of UBC pushing down long, and Noob, he's going to get that ult point. Trying to get close to that Hunter's Fury as fast as possible. And Yuki almost losing his life there, playing with fire. Not something you want to do often, but he's grouping up with the rest of his teammates over towards mid here, just outside of garage. But IDK lies in wait for them on the C side if they choose to go that route.
Coco with a big play here to potentially be had. Pearson shows first, but dies, well, second, at least compared to Coco.
And this is going to kick off the rush.
30 seconds left.
Yuki, double with Ghost in hand, 2 headshots to his name. And Shocker trying to find Hammer on the flank. Lands the headshot, and that's Hammer down. And it's on to IDK and Noob. And IDK jumping right click, takes down Pretty. Color is low, and no, doesn't manage to find him. Color 3 HP to his name. Noob jumps down, lands a shot at the shotgun. Color swing shot on 3 HP. How did he win that on such low health? Landing the shot, and it's Bobnem with the pistol. So both pistols won by them in this map, and We'll have to see what the UBC Black do here. Still with a 3-round lead. And not opting to invest into anything quite yet.
They've got room to breathe right now. On the side of UBC, they don't need to do anything crazy. They are trying to get a little bit greedy with the shotguns here, but that's totally okay. They've got the money to be able to do it. 90k is going to be that first point of contact. Yam's in a bit of a deadly spot. He'll go down. That's for free. A lot of damage done by that molly, but nothing happens from it. Those two rifles are going to rip and tear through the UBC defense. Like an excited kid on Christmas. It's just not going to be able to hold them back.
And Yuki just creating so much space on the site there. Picks up the 3rd kill in the round, but still dashing in, baiting out that Killjoy utility. Just clears it out for the rest of his teammates to just waltz on in and land a crisp couple of headshots. Noob and Pearson, they've opted to not get on the site here. They looking to try to go for a bit of like a ninja defuse here. And it seems that they're going for that strategy. First one is going to land. He is going to get hard. Half dashes away. Doesn't have another smoke available. And it seems like this is the beginning of the end. And Shocker and Coco are there to clean it up. And it's going to be 6, a team ace.
Too bad, not too bad. 2 rounds on the board, making things look okay. Again, Haven, very attacker-favored map. I don't think anyone would ever, without trying to troll you, I don't think anyone would tell you that this map is defender-favored.
Agreed.
Got a lot of room to work.
With the option of 3 different bomb sites and multiple routes into each site, it's so hard to spread your defenses like so thin.
Yes.
And have a good hold when you have 5 attackers running at you at all times. So.
Yeah, though these maps are not similar in terms of how they're laid out, imagine if you could plant mid on Dust 2.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you'd be like, oh, okay, well, shoot, what do I do as the defender? And granted, Dust 2 mid is very close to CT and all that stuff, but, you know, it's fairly similar in concept.
Agreed, and seems like Bobnem just want to take this one slow. We do see Yuki fully pushed up through sewers, and the aftershock is going to force him off, but Yuki takes down Pearson, gets spotted out by the drone, but nothing's going to come of that from the defending side. And Yuki, he should know that Noob is up here somewhere. Spots him out, but Noob is too fast, lands the headshot. So back in the 4-on-4, so dead even in this round. Concuss is going to come out. Oh, and a beautiful paranoia there. And Yams sitting in the corner, lands 1, takes down Collar for 2. Spike's been dropped as well, and a 4-on-2.
Coco and Shako should want to die to an extent. Like, they should want to just go in and see if they can put down some damage. Wait for the smoke to go out and see if they can land anything, but
10 seconds left.
Yeah, not looking hot.
And there we go. Hammer gonna take down Shocker, and that 3rd round after losing pistol, and then the 2nd round buy from your opponent. So, you know, usually it should be a given. You've got the weapon advantage. You usually have the health advantage with the full shield versus the light shield. But every now and again, a bit of trickery comes out, and luckily this time, UBC Black, they were there to close it out relatively early, but was looking a little scary there. With Yuki getting that first pick over towards sewers. Just a quick, you know, Yuki appreciation moment. 22 kills to his name. A 2 KD, and his closest teammate, pretty 8 and 12, so 14 kills separating him and his 2nd frag. So he's doing it all right now, but if Bobnem want to have any chance in winning this one, his teammates, they need to wake up, and wake up soon.
And they have not really given him a whole lot to work with. Pretty continues to get it done for his team right now. Coco finds one on the round, gives them a little bit more room to work here on this offense, and Hemmer playing off to this C-Link position. It's going to be pushed off just because of the little aftershock. Pushes and immediately drop. Pretty, way too aggressive. Going to cost his team a lot of room. And look at the flank from window. Look at the flank from window. Should be good for 2 on this one if we look at the flank from window, but he's not good for any. Shaka drops him.
IDK though, I would say lucking out a little bit there, and he good for a second as well that he shouldn't have been able to get in the first place. And I believe it's all onto Color. In the 1-on-2,
Going out.
Spike has been planted. Smoke dropped on the bomb. And the final Bobnem player positioned over towards the A-Link. Hammer trying to clear out backside. Gonna walk right into Color, and no, Hammer too quick with it, and it is gonna be double digits on the board for UBC Black.
10-6, same lead as last, or no, 10-5 was last time. Still 10-6, another impressive lead to have to deal with.
I'm looking at the economy as well for Bobnem. Not in a good spot whatsoever. Down 4 rounds. Most likely going to be 5 after this one, unless they can pull a rabbit out of a hat almost. Some upgraded pistols and a Guardian on Coco is all they have to buy. Going up against the full buy of UBC Black. Pearson, I think a little bit greedy. Gets one. But Yuki with a double and Shaka with a headshot on the Yams. It's just fully open this one up.
Workable.
And this is extremely winnable now. Yuki opting not to go for the updraft into heaven. 90k, he's positioned himself up there. Does have the lockdown to play off of. He does get spotted out though. IDK lands one. The paranoia comes out. Spots out Yuki.
One enemy remaining.
Hammer takes down Pretty. But the lockdown comes through. They got to get out of here fast. Well, they're going to get stuck.
Oh, and then just
No. IDK takes down Shocker. The lockdown gets destroyed, and it's going to be 11. And honestly, an extremely well played retake there from IDK and Hammer.
Good spot that they find themselves in with that win. They still have the KJ ultimate to get things done. I mean, you just shouldn't be able to lose from this position as UBC. You know, you have just so much power wrapped up in not just your economy, but also inside of your ultimates. You're one off of Yams' ult as well. It just should not be doable if you play this smart from UBC. Stack your ultimates, guarantee rounds that are already guarantees, and make sure nothing goes wrong. A little bit of a fight here in mid about to happen.
Yeah, Yams kind of pushed down a little bit. And no, just abandoning his teammate there.
Had to dash away.
I'm not sure what happened there. IDK takes down one. Color with a quick trade. Hammer though, somehow getting 2, making it 3rd.
No.
It has gone from bad to worse for Bobnem. 3 players still stand for UBC Black. Spike has been dropped in window, pretty sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
Pretty's
Pretty
done
is-
these before. I'm gonna say it.
He has done these. Does have the ult to work around as well. Can he do it? Claw his team back into it.
Half
5
the
rounds
round's
down at the moment. Yep. 45 seconds left on the clock. Vandal in hand. Still with the full health. He's spotted though. And he is going to get smoked out. The drone going to come through again. So bit of a scary spot here. Did he manage to sneak past
I
the
think
drone
he
there?
did.
30 seconds left.
They've lost him. He's not gonna wait for the smoke to go down. Clear the right. Clear the right. Oh no, Pretty. It was looking oh so much like your namesake there for a moment, but it just doesn't come to fruition. Now they're down the breach ultimate that they kind of had to spend there in a risky gambit. And now they're facing 5 ults for a single round. If I'm UBC, I am not in any way, shape, or form trying to get anywhere near the site. I am playing so far behind my own utility. and I am
Hit them fast,
retaking
hit
the
them hard.
best of them with this round.
Yeah, and it seems like all 5 players from the side of Bobnem grouped up around Grass here. Just outside of Garage. Maybe having a little bit of a trick play up their sleeve here. They do have the Fade ultimate to work with.
Face
Turret
your
is going to spot
fear.
out Yuki, and there we go. The Fade ultimate getting popped straight away, but all 5 ults getting ready to be popped by the side of UBC. But Yuki, no fear. Going straight into window.
Here.
Not a big fan of the ult that did come out there from Yams.
Yeah, potentially a little bit of a wasted moment. I think they know that IDK is stuck backside. Does manage to rotate away. Hammer. Teleports
Gets one.
back. Good one.
2 for free.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, that should be the game.
Spike
It's all down to
C.
Shaka. They're sitting there in the middle, and it'll just be 3 body shots from Pearson as he
Defenders
puts it
win.
away.
Was that
Will, that's
fair
it?
fight?
That's
That-
the match.
That is it. And UBC take it 6-13 on Haven.
Wow.
What a game.
What a
From
series.
UBC.
What a
What a
weird way for it to
series.
go.
And once again, like, big congratulations to UBC Black. Both teams, they did play amazingly. UBC just looking like the better team on the last 2 maps. And again, after only losing Pistol and then the second round buys in both halves in this final map of Haven, pretty much not dropping a round till the end of the half, and just so clean from the side of UBC.
Yeah, absolutely very clean from the side of UBC. Unfortunately, I'm watching a breakdown happen in chat right now. So I got a little distracted there for a moment. Yeah, hell of a series. It's, I guess I'm gonna throw it out there because it's being talked about a whole bunch. Unfortunate that the pause went as long as it did. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore them. Yeah.
But you know,
I'm I'm blanking right now. You gotta
like
save me. Save me here.
sometimes like stuff does happen that is out of our control, and it is unfortunate for both sides. You know, UBC, they were on that long stretch of rounds before that, losing their momentum in such a way, can't be good for the mental, but them being able to bounce back in that second half. But for the side of Bobnem, they did manage to get a round win after that tech pause, but it is unfortunate that stuff like that is out of our control, and it did go on for so long. But yeah, what a series we've been here to watch. An extremely tight first map of Ascent, going the way of Bobnem, 11-13, and then back-to-back 6-13s from the side of UBC Black on Breeze and Haven to close this one out. So, bit of a reverse sweep here.
Yeah, they were looking solid on that first round, or first map, pardon me, and then just kind of all collapsed from there. It was just the UBC show from then.
Yeah, and in that final map as well, IDK, even with the tech pause in that first half, still popping off. I think dropping kills well into the 20s, mid to high 20s there towards the end. Unfortunately, the leaderboard has disappeared from in front of my face, but I think almost having a 3 KD as well, so going nuclear, some would say.
Yeah, hard to argue anything against that. It was just an unbelievable showing, across just all of the maps for them. Completely locking it down for their team after what was a rough showing for the first map. Like, it's just so well played on an individual level from there. And I do have the scoreboard in front of me. IDK was sitting at 25 at the back end of that map, tied with Yuki, who was also at 25.
It doesn't get much better than that.
No, you can't ask for much more from your Killjoy, your Sentinel. That's just,
yeah,
it's not what you're expecting, but my goodness, if you get it, you'll take it.
Exactly. And I believe that that is gonna, I think that is pretty much it from us. We hope you guys had a amazing day And we hope you guys continue to have a great evening as well. Thank you for sticking around with us. Thank you, Gamble,
Happy to
being
be
a
here.
great co-caster. And
Same to
I
you.
believe, yeah, and I believe we still have the third place game to be played, I believe, on Sunday night at 6 p.m. So
Yep.
if you guys are interested in watching that, I believe it's going to be streamed on the same channels, SFU, EA, UVic FPS, and then also UBC Esports 2. Without further ado, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys all on Sunday.
We'll see you then. Probably no UBC 1 though. Oh no, because of Overwatch. Never mind. Yeah, definitely UBC 2.
It's gonna be
Good call out.
UBC 3 actually for
UBC
Sunday.
3, at least
UBC
it's written
3.
down.
Yeah, that day is like really busy. A lot of stuff going on.
Well, there we go. Make sure you're following all the UBC accounts because it's going to be exciting on a Sunday if you want to watch some good tournament action. But yeah, as well said, good night.